This is my backpack.
Man, where's fucking Saber One? Where are your bitches at? Why are they all in channel still?
Because they're fucking...
Good question. Be right back.
User left your
Dude's got
channel.
30 seconds.
How do I make it so my glasses don't tint my vision?
Don't wear glasses.
Not wear glasses.
Shift
Damn it.
Wow, guys.
Clear it up.
Just go to your ace options. You can turn that shit off.
Control Shift T, I'm sorry.
User joined your channel.
Dirt off of it.
Yeah, silly.
I think Alt F4 clears it up.
I mean,
this
you can go
fucking
over
guy.
to the arsenal and get the.
Oh, I didn't
the
realize we were
clear
using
ones.
jokes from 1997.
Shut up, Mortis. Your mom.
User joined your channel.
Mac, go find that moose. The one that left you.
I don't have a moose on
Damn
the
it, I have
island.
to
It was
take
a
my
duck.
lady's glasses off.
That's right, it was a deer.
No, what duck?
A
We don't have
oh,
deer
it was a
here
duck.
either. God.
You're making
User
one
left
duck.
your channel. User joined your channel.
I believe that term's called bestiality.
I was in love with a duck.
Alright, Kiyoshi's gonna be late. He sent me a message. Spicy
Get back in your
is fixing mods, and Wolf is on
Let me
his way.
touch Mac first. Need
Hi.
to give him something.
No,
Please
Jack.
don't.
Don't.
I have a shotgun loaded with double aught buck. Please don't. Don't worry, I wouldn't shoot you because I don't want to
I'm
get
gonna
kicked
give
from the
them, what
clan.
time is it? It is 5:51. They got 1 fucking minute.
User was moved to your channel.
This auto move thing is fucking with people too.
Looks like Spicy doesn't have his
If
mods
they
in order.
can't get in, just reload your plugin. Make sure they also update their T-Fire to 9.12 if that matters.
Yeah, if it's not auto moving them, it's because their TFAR is not matching what the server is. It can't read the future versions that we were using, so it doesn't know to
Right.
move you.
Hudson, is Bobby skydiving on the floor?
User joined your channel.
That
because he
means he
doesn't
does
have
not
the
have the
map
map.
Damn it, Bobby.
And he's dead.
He's super excited for this airborne training.
I know. Welcome.
I'll message him.
Yeah, just
All should be. This is an airborne unit, so.
What are you talking about? We're obviously a mech unit. Like, literally, we would drive around in mech suits all day.
Shut up, Mac.
User left your channel.
Fucking Wander Pounds are mad. Mod. Wow. Mad. Apparently I'm from Newfoundland now.
I was gonna say. You sound pretty Eastern there, Mr. BC.
Sweet,
I
it's
wish I lived in
5:52.
Newfoundland.
Time's up, fuckos. Let's do this.
Whoa!
Alright, welcome to Airborne Training. Good job for making it. Alright, so what we're going to do today, we're going to cover a bunch of shit. This is not your generic jump wings training. You still will earn them as long as you attend the entire thing and don't fucking splatter on the ground like a bitch. Okay, so we're going to go over that shit. Your team leads can tell you how to use the fucking parachute. Like, seriously, if you haven't figured that out yet. This is ARMA, unless it's your first day, I would understand that, but how have you not jumped yet? So anyways, we're going to go over the actual airborne operations side of this. So I'm going to teach you how to fucking set up a drop. Because it's something we should all know. Why should we all know this? Because the more you know, the less your team leads have to fucking explain to you every goddamn op. And I feel like that's important. So, I'm going to do one. I'm going to walk you through it. Then whoever the acting team leads, squad leads, sorry. Whoever the acting squad leads who are present, they'll do one each for each saber. We'll all jump on them so that we all get our mandatory required, 5 jumps. And then we're going to go into a combat jump. And we're going to do some cool guy shit and murder people and all that crap. So first and foremost, when you want to pick a DZ, you probably want to pick it close to the objective. That goes without saying, but you also don't want to be stupidly close so you're getting shot from your objective when you are floating down. Keep in mind, your parachute is considered a vehicle while you are in it. So your Shilkas and shit that track vehicles, well, what do you think's going to happen, right? They're going to see you really easily. Infantry might not. If you're lucky, they won't. But I have seen many a paratrooper get murder-faced by fucking quad 20mm fucking anti-aircraft cannons. It sucks.
I was one of
So
those.
try to keep yourself some distance. What you can do, also, is you fucking send the air wing over to say, hey, this is where I want to jump. Maybe you can go scout it for us and make sure we're not going to land on a fucking platoon of AA, right? Just an idea. But, so we're going to go, open up your maps. Southeast of us is a little town called Rubisha. I'm going to use that as my example. So, generally speaking, what's too close is probably close enough to see it. Unless you're one of those crazy bastards who has like a 10-kilometer fucking view distance, which, I mean, like, give me your PC, bro. You're probably safe at like 1.5 kilometers, 2 kilometers out. Your default setting, I think, is 1.6. So you kind of want to make that your area. So we're just going to pick the other side for totally fucking ease of use. The far west side, I'm going to set one up. I'm going to walk you through it here. So I always use my flags for the DZs. You want to put down your DZ, and I'm going to call it, I'm going real original with it. Bam. DZ example 1. Can't even handle this shit, bro. So why did I choose this spot instead of everywhere else? Well, because I had to pick one. Honestly, that's as fucking simple as it is. Like, you could spend 20 fucking hours trying to pick a spot on this map. Look at all these goddamn fields in between trees. So, I've chosen this. Now, this kind of goes without saying, but I'm saying it anyways. What direction would you want to jump on this one? If our objective is to go fuck up Rubisha, do we want to go perpendicular or parallel?
Parallel.
User joined your channel.
Good. So you're going to want to either go north-south or south-north, whichever your preference is. So make sure you mark that shit, right? That would make sense, wouldn't it?
User left your channel.
Nonverbal communication is a wonderful drug.
User joined your channel.
So now I've got 2 arrows on either side of this bitch that point down. So if you look at this map and you've got a DZ right there, what is it safe
User
to
left
assume?
your channel. User joined your
We're
channel.
probably going north to south. I should still tell the airwing because that's the nice thing to do. But let's pretend my microphone just died and literally no one else can do this for me.
User left your channel.
You got it covered. Right, so they have their fucking directions. Now, personally, I like to set up my own lights. I know that the JTAC dudes know how to do this, and I'm not saying I don't trust them, but it's just force of habit. If they want to do it, if they want to delete mine, that's cool. But I'm still out of habit going to do this. Now, we're jumping out of helicopters. This is important to know, because a fully loaded chin hook spreads
User joined your channel.
far less than a fully loaded C-130, because their travel speeds are greatly fucking different. The C-130 travels far faster, so you need obviously more time.
User
to get
was
everybody
moved to
out.
your
You spread
channel.
out way bigger area. Chin hooks, fucking safe jump speed's 150.
User was moved to your channel.
Sure, it can do 300, but we don't need to do 300. So the rough number to use.
User
is if you're
was
jumping
moved
from
to
a
your
helicopter,
channel.
You jump at 500 meters. Your green light is 500 meters prior to the DZ. And if it's a plane, I go about 1 kilometer.
User joined your
and
channel.
what that does is if it's full, so keep in mind, you have to scale this if you're not full. If it's full, you are roughly at the halfway mark when you are crossing your DZ
User
flag.
left your channel.
And that's the whole reason behind it. There's nothing fancy about it. You're just putting as much, you're trying to kind of hit that middle ground, right? So you don't have like your green light on your DZ and you've got dudes like 2 fucking kilometers away from it. You're trying to make the least amount of movement to regroup, right? So again, like I said, we're jumping out of helicopters. So I'm going to just do boxes. That's what I use, and I color them. So the first one's green. That's about 500 meters. And then it's up to you to decide how fucking much warning you want to give your people. So you got your yellow lights and you got your red
User
lights. Why
joined
do I
your
use
channel.
Red, yellow, green? I'm sure everyone else already does this. Well, because we don't have things that actually tell us this shit. This isn't fucking 1944 where all we have is like legitimately a C-47 with a fucking light on it that tells the jump master, okay, time to jump. We don't got that fancy shit. We've downgraded our technology apparently. So we say it, right? And this actually, I totally forgot to announce this. TFAR, if you are not aware, we are now using a lower grade of TFAR that does not have those fancy-ass intercom channels. What that means is, if you need to talk on the bird, you are on Whisper and you are using your radio to talk to your people, and it should only be team leads, squad leads, platoon leads doing it.
Hey, Black Intellect 73, thanks for the follow.
User left your channel.
Keep that in mind. Don't fucking just go in there thinking everything's hunky-dory, because it's not anymore. We had to do this in hopes of unfucking our radio
User
bugs
joined
that
your
we've been
channel.
experiencing. So that's important to know. So we're going to have to go over that as we load in anyways. So I've got my colors there, right? Jump Master's going to be all like red light, and then what are you going to do? You're probably going to repeat that because
User
make
joined
sure
your
everyone
channel.
hears it. So you all sound off, red light, then yellow light, and then you get to your green light. You don't sound off green light. Just get the fuck out of the bird when the goddamn number's called. It's that simple. Don't overcomplicate this shit, right? So you're jumping.
User
you're
left
jumping.
your channel.
Yeah, you get to float now. So here's an important one. When do you pull your chute? We don't have static line. Probably kind of want to know this. Well,
User joined your channel.
at the end of the day, if you haven't pulled your chute while you're hitting the ground, I'm not going to feel sorry for you, even if I forgot to put down on the map what altitude you're supposed to be deploying. Like, self-preservation's got to kick in at some point. So, in my opinion, it's your overall operation commander dude who decides what altitude. It's his plan, right? So, in this example, me, I'm choosing to attack Rapisha. I've set this up. I'm going to tell you, I don't feel like waiting for 5 fucking hours to have a helicopter climb to 2 kilometers. I think that's kind of a little silly. So we're not going to actually jump from 2,000. The reason we use that, though, is because that is above your AA lock-on and or just dumbfire shit. If you're above that, generally speaking, AGM, so air-to-ground radar, whatever, AGL is what I meant, level, you are above what they can see, in essence. That's why we jump from that high. But in a helicopter, I'm not joking, it takes all fucking day to get up there. So we're going to live with it. We're going to jump from about 1,000 to 1,200. I'm fine within that range. Yes, it does put us at risk. So generally speaking, obviously this is an example. I know we're safe, but if you're doing this, first of all, I'm closer than what we should be. Second of all, we're lower than what we should be. So remember that if you ever have to set this up. So I'm going to put a little map marker. Jump altitude. I'm going to put this one. So what do we do to determine what altitude we deploy at? Well, first of all, you got to know your map. So this one's pretty fucking tame. It's all flat as shit. And all of these elevation markers are correct. So there's some maps out there that, like, the elevation says 2,000, but you're actually at 4,000, and it's some fuckery afoot. But this one, you're going to want to make sure before you actually set this up.
User joined your channel.
So I know that we're on 145, and the map says that, right? Roughly. So I can trust the map. I am not going to put that any lower than 182. Why? Because that's the closest fucking map altitude marker, and I'd be dumb as shit. Because if you're going off your jump watch, which you should all have the altimeter watch, you're going to splat. And even though I told you to pull at that altitude, again, this goes
User
into
left your channel.
If you still don't and you splat, I'm not going to feel bad, even if it was my mistake. Like, smarten up. I got that, right? I got jump altitude.
User joined your
that
channel.
Tells the helicopter people they need to get to roughly 1,100. I'm not going to be offended if they're only at fucking 1050, let's be honest. And then deploy at 600. 2 things to note. Daytime,
User joined your channel.
You probably want to deploy lower because you're easier to spot. Nighttime, you got some room to work. So always keep that in mind as well when you're setting this kind of shit up. All right, fast forward a whole bunch. We're all under canopy. What do? We want to look for somewhere safe to fucking get on the ground. So we're
User
probably
in your
gonna
channel
want to-
timed out.
Man, what is with the fucking channel dropping?
User left your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Getting a little ridiculous. Anyways, so moving on, we want to. Yeah, that's right. Lie down. This is not a rule. I'm not telling you you have to do this. I'm only going to encourage this. When you are landing, try not to all spam the same 2 square meters. Okay, it's really important that you try to spread out a little bit. The reason being, as an example, let's say I'm like a fucking foot off the ground and
User joined your channel.
happens to be close enough to see me landing, right? He fucking hoses me. Well, if you're trying to show off like it's a Super Bowl all fucking linked together landing within 2 feet of each other, what's going to happen to you? And then the guy who's 2 feet behind you and the guy who's 2 feet behind him, right? You're all landing under fire. So I'm not saying fucking be 200 meters apart from each other. That's silly. But 10, 20 meters in that situation would give you enough time to hit the ground and return fire. So pairs, fucking triples, quads, you're getting into the maximum, in my opinion, of where you would really want to be spamming a particular spot. You have that whole giant field to land on. Why land all in the same square inch, right? And also, think of your exit plan. Let's say you are that guy that comes under fire. Well, if you land direct center of that fucking field, what have you got? Nothing. If you land over closer to the trees, if you do come under fire, and it's not from the tree line, of course, you can deke out. You can just fucking cut
User
into those
joined your
trees. You've got
channel.
a little bit of cover and a little bit of concealment. Is that the worst thing in the world? No.
User
When you
left
do
your
that,
channel.
Then you drop
Thanks,
the
Trav.
reserve chute,
This is
and you
Hogwater. Be
fucking
advised,
go
we got a
where
bogey
everybody
on
is
our
and you
ass.
start doing your check-ins and all that shit. So it's just something to think about. I'm not saying you have to, but keep it in mind. So we're all on the ground, right? And this is what we should be doing. I don't necessarily have to do this for you, but I do it because I like to be thorough on my shit. But I'm going to set up my freaking rally point. So you can go down to the fire team level if you want, but I don't care about that. As long as the squads rally together and get a head count before they report to me saying we're ready to go, I'm happy. If you as a squad want to separate into fire team rally points before you move to your squad rally point, power to you. Again, not telling you to, it's an option.
User joined your channel.
S1 RP, they're going to be on the north because they're first ones jumping. S2 was in the middle, so who fucking figures where they're going, right? It's pretty
User
simple.
was moved to your channel.
Then, hey, look, S3 was the last to jump, so they're probably on the bottom. You got all your squad rally points. You get there, squad leads report to me when you are done. You've got all your dudes accounted for, or someone's missing, but, 7 out of 8 have reported in. Well, you call that up, right? It's important for me to know that somebody's missing. 2 reasons. 1, did you hear gunshots? Yes? Okay, we should go investigate. No, you didn't hear gunshots. They failed to report in. They're assumed they didn't know how to deploy their parachute, and or something happened, in which case they splattered. Are we going to go look for him? Do we have any fucking clue where he could be? No. Is it feasible to have the whole platoon wait up, or even, just ask one squad to go search for their missing dude for 20 fucking minutes, or until he dies? I personally wouldn't want you to do that. We're all here to
User
have
joined
fun,
your
right?
channel.
If you want to, if you ask me to do that, I'm probably not going to say no, but keep in mind the rest of your dudes. They want to go kill things, too. So, that's going to be a judgment call on your squad, but generally speaking, I am going to leave you behind if you've splattered. We don't got that kind of time to look in a giant-ass open field. Even with Shack Tech, I got to be within 25 meters of you. That's not a whole lot. So, don't fuck up your shoot. Alright, so from there, what do you got? You got your fucking platoon rally point. So, everybody from their squad rally point moves over to the platoon rally point. Now we're all together, now we can go fuck off. Now it's important to know, the platoon rally point is not necessary if, let's pretend for a second, I wanted S1 to position themselves to cut off those roads to the north, and S3 was going to go cut off the roads to the south, and then go fuck up the town from there. Would I have everyone regroup at the platoon rally point just to break off from there? No, that's a little silly, don't you think? So I would, in that case, you would have your fucking plan of attack already made up. You'd skip the rally point for the platoon, and you just tell them to go to your fucking step off points. Right, does that make sense?
Yes.
Groovy. So, again, platoon RP, only necessary if you're not going directly into an attack. What are we really, honestly, why would we jump? Because we're getting behind enemy lines, and we need to go fuck something up. So the likelihood of having a plan of attack is probably
User
pretty
joined
good.
your channel.
If we have to travel 5 kilometers for some fucked up reason, then sure, the platoon rally point. If we don't have to do that, probably just take your fuck off, right? Fuck some shit up quicker than goddamn regrouping and then splitting off again. That makes no sense. Alright, so that's your airborne, right? From there, you're going into fucking infantry combat. You should already know what to fucking do. You click your mouse, your bullet comes out of the fucking barrel of your gun.
User left your
Everybody
channel.
fucking catch all that? Shall I repeat myself on anything? Good. We're gonna jump that one, but before we jump that one, Sabres 1, 2, and 3, whoever your current acting leader is, you get to do this too. The rest of you, if you have not sorted out your kits from the VSM change, I suggest highly that you go do that now, so you're not wasting my time when we're trying to leave. And everybody else can chill out really patiently and be really supportive of their fucking acting squad leads. So I'm going to put up a real quick marker for you guys. S1, you're going to want to look southwest of that. A couple kilometers, there's a town of Prazde. I don't know, bro. I'm going to flag it DZS1. set up a full proper drop zone plan, airborne plan, if you will, for that. S2, you're going to go east of that, southeast of that, to a little town called Prevalna. God, these fucking names.
Yeah, it's almost like they're Eastern European or something.
Right? Fucking weirdos.
It's almost like the French have a different word for everything.
That's my line, you dick. That's totally not my line. I read that somewhere like fucking 10 years ago.
Same.
Fucking Quebec.
And then kind of south between the two of those, DZ S3. Inside chat, please.
Are we allowed to tweak the DZ at all?
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. Those are just... as long as you're within reason of your objective, go ahead and pick a better spot. I was just looking for a fucking opening near town. So absolutely. Set up your arrows, your fucking jump numbers. Not your load and actual jump numbers. Your fucking deploy and jump from altitude numbers. Your RPs. And specify, please, if you are going to move to step-off points or a platoon rally point. And that's it. All we're going to do is that. You got your 4 jumps like this. We're doing mine, and then the 3 sabers. And then the 5th one will be a combat
User
jump.
joined your
As long as you
channel.
don't fuck up any of those jumps, you'll get your jump wings, and we can move on to doing actual shooty shoots. And what would be really awesome is if somebody from your squads decided to take charge and start organizing you dudes into jump numbers. Ocelot's got a new plan. He wants to kind of change it up. Ocelot, you here? Wow.
I'll go find him.
Hudson, could you take care of that for me?
Oh, I want to hear what the plan is first before I do it.
Oh, get numbers for everyone is what I meant.
No, he's going to change up how we do the numbers, so definitely wait for
sorry.
That's what I said.
I misunderstood.
Listen before I do that.
User joined your
I
channel.
misunderstood. I thought you were talking about a different plan.
Damn DZ2.
Definitely left y'all in suspense on that one.
Yep.
You'll be alright.
Is that all vested on TeamSpeak?
User joined your channel.
Well, is he just AFK? Alright, so basically his plan is to give you guys allotments. So we know each squad
User left your channel.
We
User
don't know
joined
who's
your
going to show
channel.
up from here to the point where we're actually jumping. So, Saber 1, you're allotted numbers 1 through 12. If you need all those numbers, if you
User
don't, I
left
don't
your
care.
channel.
Those are your numbers. Saber 2, you're 13 through 24. Saber 3, take a random guess at what numbers
User
you
joined your channel.
Hopefully you're better at math than I am, because I'm pretty sure I fucked that
25
up.
through 36.
Groovy. So those are your allotments. So you can have your dudes already setting that shit up. Ocelot's back, so he can explain it better, because this is definitely his plan, and I only know the brief of it.
Get everyone a number, 24 and up.
So pretty much just the plan was, so we're not like
Alright, could you
sitting
take care
there.
of that for me, Hudson?
Shh, he's back.
But pretty much the plan is so like we're not
User
sitting there
left your
lined up for like
channel.
10 minutes, number off before to get on the plane. We're just numbering off like when we're in formation, making it really easy, and then that way you can just get on the plane like in any order, but you already know your number, so there's not like you guys are tracking what I'm putting down. Love my
Makes
fucking
sense to
backpack.
me, so it's worth trying, right?
I'm smelling what you're cooking.
Alright, so now you go ahead and do your numbers. Try not to like start yelling over each other. It should be pretty plain. The dude in the front of the line, he knows what number he is and just fucking sound off behind it. But if you want to do it differently, go ahead. I don't mind. Maybe you want to call dibs on a number in fucking group chat. I don't really care. Get your numbers sorted out.
2-2. Oh, 2-2 on me.
I wish we could just throw everyone into the back of a plane. That was so much easier. Sadly, you can't.
We can't have everyone jump out at the same time, or else we'll collide and die.
I know, that's why I
That would
said
be
it's
awesome,
sadly
though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be
Do
cool
we got
until
any,
everyone dies.
Hey, Shadow.
Hey.
I need a mission team thing.
You guys all catch that?
Cactus, why are you in my line?
Yeah.
Alright.
Got you.
Alright, so you see the southeast, my little X.
Hudson, you read me on 200.
Hold on.
Hudson, fantastic. You got numbers done?
Over by the other airfield.
Other field, yeah, I got you.
Okay, so the 3 towns, there's one north, one southwest, one southeast.
Alright, right up. I was putting lines on the maps.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you want to follow get to the choppers.
Yeah. Do we know which one? I didn't say which one they're using first, did they?
I don't know if are they doing a jump out of the... Apparently not jump out of a plane.
Probably gonna need to jump out of the Chinook.
Well, I know he wanted to do both of them at some point, so that's why I put 2 whiskeys and a Chinook over here. So let me see which one he wants to use first.
Jump out of helicopters.
Fair enough, Martin.
I mean, I don't think
One, I can sit at the back of whatever bird and jump master. I've done it in multiple.
Oh, then I guess it's 7:30 out here.
I already got one.
Okay, yeah, we'll see. Ocelot is the main jump master for stuff. So, but if there's 2 birds, then we're gonna need one and another one. So, if that's the case, if we gotta take 2 whiskeys, then I'll have you in the other one that he's not in.
User joined your channel.
Alright, let me go see which ones Wally wants to
You can
use.
go back to that because we planned for the first couple to be choppers anyways. You won't be doing the first 2, but we'll definitely use this so you can get the practice in.
Cool, because we're done. Like, anything you need.
Alright, well, sorry. We made plans because I thought you were going to take longer.
No problem. No problem.
User joined your
Wally,
channel.
you want to use the Chinook for this, or do you want to use 2 whiskeys?
We can do the chin hook for number 1, and maybe 2 whiskeys for number 2, and then we switch over to the fixed one.
Sounds good. I got them all over here. So
User
Chinook
left
first.
your
Okay.
channel.
I'm going to go get on.
Okay. Yeah. First one will be the Chinook, but then that second jump,
User joined your channel.
there's 2 whiskeys, then you'll be 1.
Where did my loadout go? What number are you, Mikey?
28.
You good in flying a Chinook?
They're big.
Alright, yeah, just, we're gonna do, Walrus's DZ that drops soon. It'd be the very first one here by the base.
Alrighty.
You should already see the north to south line that I drew on there. All you do is just get up to whatever jump altitude they got for that one, which is...
By the chin hook first.
Jump altitude's 1,000, so yeah, just make sure you're at 1,000 before the light comes on.
Alright.
Will do. Get the radio set up and good to go.
And I'll co-pilot with you on this one, and then the second jump, we will be doing 2 whiskeys, so I'll pilot one, you'll have to pilot one.
Okay. I'm just passing along the way.
And then the other jumps are going to be with fixed wing.
Where are they? Or do I have to pick them up?
I wasn't giving you shit for passing on the word. I was just
What's it called?
Yeah, don't worry about carrying your parades. I don't know.
Wait, what?
That guy's naked as fuck. What the hell emblem is that? That's cool as shit. I've seen that before. Where have I seen that before?
That's Max.
Why do I know that?
Can't remember what it's called.
Rude. Why did he make it go away?
Mikey. Yeah.
Because the pilot, I think, got in. Yeah, Shovel's got in.
Hard hat.
What a dick.
Com check, 169.
Yeah.
169's loud and clear.
You might want to put on your helmet.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, S3, get lined up behind the chopper.
Nope, don't need to do that this time because you already got your numbers. You just get in. Make it snappy. It's all fucking flow light, streamline. That's the word.
User joined your channel.
Hey, also, since there's no more intercoms in these birds, what short range are you going to be using for the jump?
Just do to talk to you. I'll be on 169.
Okay, that's
For them, I'll just make up some arbitrary short range to talk to them.
Oh, that's fine. As long as I know what you're talking to us on, I don't care what tail you have for them. So, all right, 169 it is.
Awesome.
Thank you, Cat. What the? Why do you have?
Yeah, just go get one out of that arsenal.
169.
When you pull your altimeter,
Low and clear on 169.
48.
Alright, so Ocelot's going to be given all the jump commands for us. Any communication he has to have with us is going to be on 169.
Okay.
We can't let them know about our interracial love.
Hey, Dragon.
Yes.
I'm very concerned about your jump.
Okay.
Specifically, where you've got question marks to the jump altitude and deployment height. Are you not sure of what you want us to do?
You're never sure where everything's gonna drop you off, so you just have to guesstimate and hope they get it right.
Now we're just gonna drop you in the ocean.
Yeah, what up, boss?
I was gonna land near Pochinki and grab a car and drive back into town.
Hold on a sec. Let me find the button.
What?
There we go. Hi.
Listen,
You're my new friend.
It's called plus or minus.
Hey, Dragon, what's this S1, S2,
Who's already in
S3?
here?
Those are the different sabers in our unit, Jacob.
Those are the rally points. The people are. Hey, which saber's already in here? 3.
Saber 3.
Hey, what numbers you got?
We got
25 to 30, whatever.
What numbers do you have assigned?
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30.
What numbers do you have assigned, Saber 3? Is it like 25 to like 29 or like what?
25 through 30. Tell them that.
29
Not hear me?
Is it the other end, sorry?
So before you go, I'll say Saber 3 and I'll start saying those numbers.
Sounds good. Sorry, I was on Whisper.
Also, just so you guys know, the short range, because there's no more intercom, the short range I'm going to talk to you guys on is short range 555.
Hey, Saber 2's in 1. What's the hold up?
5-5.
As I set a channel to short range 555.
Hey, Walrus, so we picking everybody up after the jump, or are you going to teleport them back to your base?
I want to say
You can't do that. It doesn't work.
Okay.
Let's do 500.
Okay.
Alright.
That's usually Ghost channel, so if they're on there, you might want to switch it.
And they're big boys.
500.
Radio check.
100 radio check.
Got you on 500.
Alright, while we got time, I'm gonna take a piss.
Oh, don't put your radio on speaker. Dear God.
Yeah, that's gonna... I'd like to point out that it's never absolutely necessary. But just in case, when it is absolutely necessary, yeah. I have a permanent disposition against
Tablet is
speakers.
much better.
Hey, Walrus, are we picking everybody up after the jump, or are you going to be teleporting them back here?
Walking, exactly.
Good thing you also have a map.
Or am I misunderstanding this and we're doing 3 separate jumps?
Ollie, Flapjack.
Somebody say my name.
Yeah, Flapjack
You
did.
can still use the
What up?
vanilla GPS.
Are we picking everybody up in the helicopters, or are you going to teleport them back?
S3 jump and
Oh yeah, we're gonna teleport back.
S1, S2,
Copy.
S3.
Yeah, the teleporting back, Mike.
Maybe you should request a transfer.
Alright, Martin copies.
Sorry, Mark.
I was waiting for it.
It's all good.
There's too many people with M names in this fucking game.
I'll be doing
they
it.
have
I'll
no
call them in one continuous jump.
Nope.
So I'll just go Saber 1, say their numbers, Saber 2, those numbers, Saber 3, those numbers. So it's one continuous call out.
Why are these guys taking so long? Hey,
Hopefully we can get 30 people out before we actually run into the space.
oh, if we go far, we go far. That's how it goes.
Mine's 4.
Hey, people in the bird, do you have your altimeter watches?
E.
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, if you don't, just start opening your chute when everyone else does.
I just like to eyeball it.
I do.
You say that.
Yeah,
I but you've never jumped right behind Hazumi before.
Because I need you to switch seats.
This Hazumi, as far as I know, has pulled a
see
chute lower than anybody I've ever met.
I think the lowest I got was like
Hey,
100 meters.
where are you?
Hazumi has pulled under 70 and survived.
How many?
Good God.
Yeah.
Many
Behind
people you
him
got?
on a jump, and then try to
One through
survive.
6.
Alright, let's be quiet.
So short range channel is 500. The jump.
Yeah.
And try to keep it.
Not giving you
try to keep
shit,
it
but you
clean.
just never asked.
Walrus, who do you want to jump with?
Shit, so when we take off here, you want to go straight north, and then come back around, and come from the north to the south?
Two of these medic vests.
Is that your plan?
That is exactly what I was planning on doing.
Alright, because I'll call your traffic since I'm your co-pilot, so I'm making sure you're taking off to the north.
Okay.
Straight
I'm
north, and then
special and, you
I'll
know,
climb and
old school
turn
fucking
as I
dude in
start
charge
getting up
first
to
kind of bullshit.
altitude.
Sounds good.
Hey, everyone in here, make sure on short range 500. That's what I'll be talking to you guys on for the jump.
Martin, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Groovy, we all good? Let's do this.
Alright, we're getting it done.
Martin, you got me?
Affirmative.
Alright, I got my micro dagger up, so I'll be seeing where we're going.
Copy, we're gonna take off to the north, and then once we start getting altitude, we'll make the turn.
Sounds good. If you just, once you hit that red light marker, just start going a straight line, and I'll take it from there.
Copy. Base traffic, it is taking off from the pad directly to the north.
User left your channel.
Hey, Martin, what altitude are we going to?
Jump altitude is listed at 1,000 meters.
Awesome.
Yeah, 1,000 to 1,100. Right in that range.
Sounds good.
You want us to jump, adjust the jump altitude or keep the 1,100?
We on approach, Martin.
He's turning that way. We're still a little below what Walrus has for the jump altitude, but we'll still be good. Probably be near that by the time the green light comes on. We're gonna be moving into line to for the red light.
Solid copy. Once we get a little before the red light, I'm going to swap to the jump channel, and you guys keep going a straight line from there for me.
Copy. I've got lines on the map and our group channel for the pilots to follow.
Alright, awesome. Right, I'm swapping over.
Copy.
No, it's just like a regular.
success.
Copy. We're going back to base. We're gonna go ahead and get loaded up in the 2 whiskeys. That'll, actually I'm just gonna move them directly in front of the hangar right now while we're waiting.
We're doing a 2 whiskey jump.
Affirmative. That'll be the second one, and then the other 2 any other jumps will be done through fixed wing.
Sounds good. For that, we'll just have to keep the 2 helicopters close enough where I can keep radio comms between the 2.
Ocelot, this is Flapjacks. I'm going to be doing the second jump master. I've been a qualified jump master in 3 separate clans, so I can take that second bird.
That was the cringiest thing I've ever heard, but I'll totally accept your help.
That's good, because I don't want to do it.
I think just looking at numbers, we got, I think, stand by.
Base traffic is approaching the airfield over time now from the southeast, 1.7 kilometers. We're going to go direct to the parking area. Yeah, if you just want to put this thing down...
The Blackhawk's full of 12, right?
Affirmative, 12. Yeah, if you want to put this thing down in the white circles for us, or over by where the other Guinness, I've got the other 2 whiskeys directly in front of the hangar.
So how we'll do it is Saber 1 and 3 will go on 1 bird, that'll be 10 people, and then Saber 2 will go on the other bird, that'll be 8 people.
Sounds good. I have them both sitting directly in front of the hangar at this time.
And Flapjack, Saber 2's numbers are 13 through 21.
Sounds good. I had it already written down.
Lady T.
When we get separated the birds, I'll switch Saber 2 over to 502 to keep separate bird comms.
Base traffic is going to be moving over an active runway now to the parking area.
That sounds good, Flapjack. We'll just stay on this channel until we get near the drops, and then we can swap over to our respective channels. Or honestly, with Saber 2, you could probably just go on Saber 2's own net.
What is our net?
I think it's like 200 or some shit like that. Either way, you do it how you want.
Fair enough. I'll ask them once I get in the bird what their net is.
Pull up. Pull up.
We're gonna need to pull up a little bit because of the plane that's gonna be taking off in a minute.
Ah, okay.
User joined your channel.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Like in the real military, you think in the real military, the Air Force is gonna put their fucking $1 million jets on a grass fucking runway. I know they put C-130s on a dirt strip. The C-130s were made for that though. I know. Like they did that shit on a fucking F-22. Oh fuck no. Russians, yeah.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Well, F-16s, F-22s, they weren't built for grass runways.
There's a reason
Whatever,
there's a reason that every morning the U.S. Air Force sweeps their entire runway, and you go look at a Russian airstrip, and it's got potholes and pieces on the side of the runway.
The smallest fucking bump on the runway will fucking blow the plane up.
I love the Russians so much.
Say, Colin did a fucking good job
What's
on
happening?
on this aircraft.
Yeah, he did a good job on the aircraft, helmets, everything.
Assault, and then they're going to teleport back.
I think I asked him to make a custom helmet for me. He's here.
Ocelot, you want to tell Randy the load orders and stuff and how you do things?
Grab,
Do it the same way. Saber 1 and 3 go
Yeah,
with
but I don't
Spurt,
think
Saber 2
backpacks
goes
got
with...
name shoots.
He's behind you now. I don't think he was here for the briefing.
Yeah,
So Saber 2 goes with Flapjack, Sabers 1 and 3 go with...
Yeah, but I think Mac was talking about the numbering system.
Yeah, the way you want to number them.
Just keep with the same numbers.
Yes,
I've
but
already
Randy
got the
wasn't here
numbers, Mac. I've already got the
all
numbers.
that, though. Okay.
That way people
I've already got
don't
the numbers
like...
for Saber 2.
I do remember
Keep it simple,
Greg
you know?
saying in chat he was gonna start making dinner.
Yeah, something like that.
If he's not here, just call his number. I mean, one guy not
User
there is going to
joined
cause a
your
huge
channel.
problem.
Is he talking to us?
Oh, no.
I was just saving this current loadout without the parachute.
Congratulations, you didn't die.
Alright, drop altitude on this one's going to be 900 meters. It's the one marked as number 2. It was just south of that last DC.
Alright, S3 back to 500 for the jump.
Alright, what do I need?
They're deploying the chute at 600 meters? Dear God.
You
didn't say 900, right, Martin?
I mean, for the Saber
Affirmative. On the map, they have it listed as 900 as the drop altitude. And it's going to be the DZ marked as number 2. That's the one that was south of the one we just did.
You have multiple channels there.
Seattle, yeah.
That's cool.
This is so much hot king.
Got it.
Good fuck, dude.
Oh, hey, Flap.
Yeah. I'm right here.
Flap. You see how like wide that DZ is?
I'm not seeing it, bro.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't start calling Saber 2's numbers till they actually get like in the middle. That way you don't drop them right at the start and they gotta walk like a kilometer to their RP. You know what I mean?
And that was my plan.
'Cause I'm gonna drop Saber 1 first, wait a bit, then Saber 3. That way they're not walking forever. Oh, Walrus.
Hi. What's your plan for the 2 birds? We're gonna have to split up a squad, ain't we?
Yeah.
Oh, it works out enough where Sabers 1 and 3 combined have 10 people, and Saber 2 has 8 people. Saber 2 will go with Flapjack. Sabers 1 and 3 will go with myself.
Having a great.
Copy that.
And we're not gonna start jumping right at the green lights as a wide drop zone. Like I'm gonna wait till I get like another like 20 seconds in, so Saber 1 isn't walking like a kilometer to their RP.
Okay, I got the team leader.
Shit, move that light then. I told them you have final say on where the light is. I just gave them a baseline of what they should be looking for as to where to put it.
Hey, Saber 2 peoples.
That was called.
And Walrus, I think there's room in either helicopter for you, so wherever you want to jump.
Alright, which one had lower? You
Just
said
a heads up,
1 and
y'all
3
gonna be
combined.
looking into this bird over here.
2. I go
2
with
and
2.
Flapjack.
Jump number, Randy 22.
Okay.
Yeah, Sabers 1 and 3.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in this bird.
Northern bird. Jacob,
I got
North bird.
I got it. Yeah.
Alrighty. Go ahead and load up.
Everybody.
Are you with S2 or no?
Or hang on.
S2
Gave them the same
is
numbers.
with Flapjack.
Hey,
Hold on.
everybody, we're gonna be in this north bird.
Flapjack, no.
Ocelot. Are we using the same numbers, or are we getting new numbers as we jump in?
Numbers is to keep it simple.
Okay. Wait, what?
Same numbers, keep it simple.
Same numbers?
You're S1, right?
S3.
S3, yeah, you guys will be 25 to
Shibbo, I'll lead out first, and then just follow in behind me.
Copy that.
Hope everyone remembered to get.
Flapjack, you still doing 502 for your jump?
Roger.
Sorry, what'd you say?
You're 22, I think.
What is shit? And whoever that is.
Gregor, did you get that invitation for the DMR training?
Yeah.
I know.
I did.
I'm 21, so you must be 22.
You need to go to it, get your badge, and then just show up with
I'm
your
not
DMR kit.
but I'm saying I said that I
I'll
just
just have more smack me across my mouth.
Also,
So if you guys
User
just,
joined your
it's still
channel.
500 for the short range channel.
Roger.
Roger.
Until your staff section because that makes fucking sense. I don't know. I just enforce them.
See, if I do really well in it, then War wouldn't have a choice but to give me it. Right,
Hey,
doing what?
If we get put in observation, you can always Start reading callouts, like on.
What are you trying to do good at?
DMR training on Thursday.
Have you done DMR stuff before?
Only in
Look at
like
this
live
cool guy
servers
jumping
and
with
stuff.
Bray on.
If you want to stick around after training, I can. If you got for S3, anyone who's interested, I can teach you guys some DMR stuff.
Are we going to this one, Prasada?
Hey,
or whatever?
yeah, King. We're twinning.
Easy Seattle?
Alright. Look at this.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's easy Seattle. We'll find out when
Jump
we're there.
master.
Yeah, we'll find out when we're in. When we're in
Alright, so
here.
for you guys, it's gonna be the same thing as last time. I'm just not calling any of Saber's Hughes numbers. Still be on 500 for the jump.
Roger that.
Any questions? So just know, when I call green line, I'm not gonna say right away because Saber 1, I'm gonna wait to get a bit closer so you guys aren't walking a kilometer to your rally point.
What fucking bird are we on?
Saber 3, we're gonna keep going for a bit, and then I'm gonna call you guys so you guys aren't walking like 3 kilometers to your rally point.
Roger.
But
Whiskey 1's gonna start engines at this time.
There'll be a space between me calling Saber 1 and Saber 3, so just be aware of that. So you don't jump out. And
We're jumping at DZ Seattle or DZS2?
it's DZ Seattle. You know, if I started with green light, we're walking like 2 kilometers to your
You all good over there? Everybody in?
Bird 1 is good. Yeah, we're good here.
Copy.
So, Ocelot, what you're saying is
Base
that
traffic whiskey flight taking off direct from the front of the hangar to the north of town now. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start lifting.
I put my jump too far away.
Lifting and turning to the north.
Based on jump altitude.
Full clouds. Go ahead and take a slight turn towards the east. Be 11-1 out, bearing 130. 700 kilometers climbing, 140 kilometers an hour. 700 meters, maybe 800. Reached dropped altitude. I'm going to go ahead and start turning right again towards the south. Increasing speed at this time. Up to about 175. Still behind me, or you got a distance? Whiskey 1 and Whiskey 2, you directly behind me, or are you a separate?
No, Shibble is Whiskey 2 is down, way down, and probably a kilometer off your northwest.
Copy. I'm gonna go ahead and slow up then. I'm gonna maintain the jump altitude of right around 900 though. Just let me know when you've caught up some, that way we can kind of do this in somewhat orderly fashion. You guys getting pretty close to me. All I got was a mic click.
We're still a golf distance away from you, man. We're at 513 front, bird instrument 662 on altimeter, and we're still about a kilometer off your 7 o'clock.
I got me. I'm just waiting for this other bird to catch up to us, and then we'll move into the drop zone.
We're almost good to go.
I just looked at him and Zeus. They're slowly coming up behind us here.
Yeah, we're about 100 meters under you.
I'm gonna go ahead and start moving into the drop zone.
That sounds good.
Alright, I'm gonna just start moving in here.
Flapjack's still good?
Yeah, we're slowly getting there, man.
Awesome.
Alright, I'm moving you online for your red light there, Oslo.
User left your channel.
Dope. I'm gonna swap over.
Copy.
Red light guys, I'm gonna do a minute and a half.
User joined your channel.
Bird 1 jumped on.
Back to base. Dive, dive, dive.
Caution, maximum speed.
Uh-oh, we're gonna
Caution,
crash.
maximum speed.
Bird 2's all out.
That was nice. Aren't you there?
Yeah, that was fun.
What'd you do?
Went down too fast on a dive.
Alright, we're not gonna tell anyone about this.
It's on stream.
Oh god.
Shit happens.
Back to base.
Ah, that's what I plan on doing.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
We're doing this next
User
one? Is
joined
it
your
fixed
channel.
wing?
Yeah, it's done with the rotary stuff. It's fixed wing.
Fucker. Templar and GoPro them fucking doing.
User left your channel.
Yeah, I started going down into a dive. And I put the collective back up, but I had reached the maximum speed, and I had no lift. It's like nothing I can do.
Base traffic, be
User
advised,
left your
Whiskey
channel.
2 is coming in direct to the landing area.
Well, lesson learned. Don't try to dive that fast from 900 meters.
They never fucking out there in the fucking woods. Having a fucking SUV that they're about to crash.
User disconnected from your channel.
I see chewing in SUV.
Got a surprise for him. They're going the wrong way. It disappeared.
Papa 9, real check.
2 radio check.
Loud and clear on 592 as well.
Copy that.
Alright, fly boys, I guess it's your turn. Fixed wing airborne jobs.
Hey, Martin, just a heads up. Blaps said he had to take off and help somebody.
Alright, no problem. Appreciate him coming.
If there's no,
34 is.
if there's no, you have to spawn it way back. I mean, as far as we can get there. Or
Let's
back.
spawn it pretty much up against the road.
Yeah.
For US, right? 130J.
Yeah, I think so.
Dang it.
Internet. I gotta go.
It was a Super Hercules.
Talk to you later, Templar.
Not include the crew.
User disconnected from your channel.
I was thinking of just each grabbing a Reaper and just going out to where they're doing the drop and just kind of flying around the area around the infantry.
Alright.
Just getting practice, you know, flying around, like looking, you know, spotting our friendly units from the air and stuff like that.
I'm not sure what was going on. I guess, the bird.
Templar, is that far enough back?
User disconnected from your channel.
In that Black Hawk.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, it got done.
Crate. Like, what's the biggest crate I can spawn?
User left your channel.
Should put an arsenal up there next to that plane so they don't have to waddle the entire way up there. That's a hell of a way to waddle.
We can do our combat jump at night, or we can get the 2 night jumps out of the way and jump in the day. Those are your options. So stand up if you want a combat jump at night.
Yeah, that's what's up. Fucking cactus. Pussy.
10, 11, Jesus, just fucking slowly. Alright, so apparently it's a night jump. God, you
Hey, Oslo, which one's next, the DZS2 or DZ3?
actually enjoy that shit. I gotta do the head count, make it official. Stand up if you want to do it in the day, so I can get a proper fucking comparison.
I was just trying to figure out which one of these next drop zones they were going to.
Follow these people when you're going into fucking combat. Did you just stand up?
Icebox is a full arsenal.
That'll work.
Typical liberal.
Alright,
I don't
so
care
it's
either
still,
way, that's why I stood up twice.
Silly people with your night vision and your frame rates, whatever. Alright, so it's another time. So this one's gonna be day, and then the next 2 will be night drops. Oh shit, well, sucks to suck. I'm gonna get a teleport set up, hang on. Fuck that noise. Wow, like, what the shit, bro?
Yeah, everyone went and did
You have
different
all these
stuff, I guess.
fucking dudes on the roster,
Where the
and
fuck
nobody
is the
shows
bird, by
up.
the way?
Teleporter is Foxtrot. You want to use the pole and go to Foxtrot. Look at those people starting to walk.
169 road check. Read you. Alright, where are these C-130s that they were having issues with?
Oslo, I put one down near the end of the runway over there. I think that if they take off from there, they're okay, but don't quote me on that. I know if they get closer and by the ATC tower, I know that they have problems.
Whoa, they can't take off from this? This is a huge runway.
For the grass or whatever, they were trying to do it Monday. GoPro was, you can talk to him about it, but they were having hell of an issue getting up to speed to take off on it.
Okay, who's piloting this?
I think Templar's in there.
I'm putting on short range.
Shibbles, I'm gonna go over to the Reapers.
Six. Hello? Howdy. Yeah, I've gotten it to work, but the other night we were having problems with it gaining speed. It was kind of like there was some texture fuck up on the ground. Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess, like, I don't know. The other day it seemed like it was really high, but it's been working now. I'll show you. Hey, non-airplane boys, y'all ready?
Hey GoPro, which DZ are you guys going to? Is it DZS2 or DZ3?
Hey, pilots, who's fine? Pilots, who's fine?
GoPro.
Awesome, GoPro. We're all loaded up.
Alright. Hey, go ahead and close the doors.
Jump into DZS2. It is a west to east jump.
Shibbles, I'm over by the Reapers already.
I'm headed over now.
GoPro, are you on short range?
No, I am.
Hey, firm. Hey, those flags are really close together. You might want to keep your speed somewhere below 300.
Gotcha, yeah, I normally keep it, like, right at 300. I'll, do 280, because at 300, I think it's, fuck, I did the math. It basically turns out to, like, 30 seconds of drop time.
Yeah, alright, sounds good.
Once we get to the red light, once you get to the red light, I'm just gonna swap over to the jump channel and take them from there, so you guys can just keep flying in a straight line.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Should we have me
Come on, baby, come on. There she goes.
I think so, yeah.
Rotate.
Yeah.
Beach traffic, Reaper 1 taking off directly at...
Good take out, boys. What's the plane drop up to? 1,200. 1,000.
And so, on GoPro, that runway
Hey, Martin, I'm gonna have to land. I'll catch up to you in a second. I seem to be having collective issues.
I copy. Maybe check your sensitivity level in the controller's settings as well. Do what you gotta do to figure it out. We're here for training. I'm just gonna go here and fly around them.
Alright, that was bizarre, but it seems to be fine now.
I don't know. Weird.
That explains why I was having such a hard time climbing. I wasn't getting any collective input, really.
Was it the sensitivity?
No, I just switched it back and forth between BFM and AFM, and it seems to have fixed itself.
Hey, as long as it's working.
You guys gonna put the right portion on? Go ahead. 30 seconds. Let's do good. Let's do good. Yellow light. Green light. Jump, jump, jump. All clear, close right. Jump complete. Clear to turn on. We had some really bad stuttering in the plane. Like we're like pretty much like rolling stuff and jumping forward. It firmed due to high speeds. It's not wrong. It's just yeah, that was a beautiful drop. Good bro. Jump. So is everybody like standing back and then jumping out, or how does it work? Is someone in the back standing up? See, I'm in the back. The jump seat. Where Oslo is. It's an actual seat. It's not an actual seat. They're all just checks and they're jumping. Got it. Okay. So the funny thing is, if you were to open the ramp, I could shoot out the back of the plane. And that's awesome. So I'm thinking we do a little door gunner action. The shotgun is supposed to hurry up Predators pull this way. Alright, go through it. I don't know if you're actually test this, but I want to see if Lincoln's fucking with everyone. Yep, I've done it before. It's just a lot of big sketch. Here you go, 183. Go, 36. Yep, 6. No.
believe I'm just off to your right, Martin.
That's affirmative. I see you on C-tab off to the right.
User left your channel. Once they teleport out of here, I'm gonna put some targets down for us in this area where we're at.
Alright, sounds good.
I'm gonna at least let them get out of here first. Alright, I'll out here. Let me spawn some stuff in. I'm gonna put the stuff in that town you just flew over.
Already.
There won't be any missiles shooting us down, but we will have guys shooting at us with long guns.
User left your channel. User joined your channel. Alright, they've been placed. For it to go nighttime.
Yep, I've got my night vision on. I heard him talking about it earlier.
Great, I gotta hurry up and land before it gets dark.
Awaiting orders.
Can you still hear me?
Yep.
They switched the daytime, and I started taking back off, and then they went to switch it again, and before it came back, I crashed. Fuckers.
That town was Izvos, right?
Prevalna? It's like 800 meters to my nose.
Oh, those guys may or may not all be dead then. I didn't get shot at all when I flew low and slow.
Oh no, there's still a lot of guys left. Oh. I'll bump their skill up a little bit. his highest skill level and put him in engage at will and fire at will.
Might be because they don't have visual.
It's possible.
They may not be units that come with night vision or something. They can probably hear us and they're probably looking toward us, but they probably won't open fire without actually seeing it.
Oh well, target practice. Now they're shooting at me. They ain't happy.
User in your channel timed out. User entered your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
Now they're mad at me.
Yeah, I got them to shoot at me a couple times.
should be hurting.
Yeah, there's some over by that church, and then there's just a couple little stragglers.
That was kind of beautiful.
Cross streams.
Looks like there's still a ground vehicle outside of the town on the southeast end.
Yes, there is.
User joined your channel. User in your channel timed out. User joined your channel.
I can hear those stragglers you were talking about, but I have no idea where they're hiding.
Yeah, I think that BMP is disabled. Go ahead and hit it with some rockets. It's like hiding underneath a tree. Alright, which fucking tree was that again? Alright, there's the BMP.
It may or may not have just took a pot shot at me. My whole screen lit up for a second.
I think that came from the town. This BMP, I believe, is there, but I think it's... I don't think anybody's in it anymore.
Yeah, it looks like it's abandoned.
I see one on the road just southeast of the church. There's two guys there southeast of the church on the road. Should be able to see this church.
I do believe you got most of them.
Someone's shooting at me. Alright, let me take a look.
User joined your channel.
There is literally one guy, the silo, in the north end of the town. He's at the end of the road and be like right next to the shed. Other than that guy that is it. Just on the other side of that shed I was shooting at right there. If you ever want to see that.
Yep, I saw it.
Yeah, he's just sitting right on the other side of it. Uh-oh. Base traffic, Reaper 1, approaching the airfield from the southeast, 2 kilometers, going direct to pad. Traffic, Reaper 1, crossing empty runway at this time.
Go Pete.
Walrus.
There's that other sexy helmet. Damn, that looks good.
I can't stitch it. Hey, Rudy.
Sexy.
You want to stitch this bitch's head?
Oh yeah. I don't know why, but I spent like hours looking at it on Photoshop, and then when I see it in game, it looks completely different.
There might be a little bit too many,
It just looks. I don't know. All right.
Every time I see Martin, I find myself just kind of staring at his helmet for a little bit.
What the hell?
So every time I see Martin, I find myself just kind of staring at his helmet for a little bit.
Why?
It's designed to distract the enemy while I shoot them in the face.
Yeah, jump at 200 and pull at 700.
I know why, Rudy.
See what it says on the back.
Yeah.
I thought I did.
I got him though.
Double check here.
I don't think that would work.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
First time. Yep, same.
Knock me unconscious.
I got knocked unconscious and regained about. I regained consciousness like 200 feet above.
That's such a nice fucking helmet.
Short range radio. The short
new
range
helmet,
radios
Archie?
don't work
Are you
above
gonna cry?
50 meters.
Huh?
Like, we won't be able to talk to. I won't be able to talk to him.
What am I gonna do?
200.2 is your main, or 200 is your main?
It's just hard to hear you with all this chatter.
Like, yeah, for real. Man,
Parsons
like,
Stripes,
the
that
problem we
shit
always
looks
had
good.
is why we always jump at the altitude we do is because if you
The only
use
thing
the
I had a
shortest to talk
huge
to the one
issue
in the
with
bird, we
was
can't,
the stripes on
because
the
anything
side of
above
the helmet.
1500 the radio
There's
stop
no way
working
to not
for
make it
some
look
reason.
funky compared to the top.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
There's no way to do that. It's impossible.
That's all. I was just
Yeah,
curious.
is if we're above 1500, I can't talk to the pilots on the short range, and I can't talk to you guys for some
Bobby,
stupid
can you hear me
reason.
on 200 calling for CLS? That means
It's like we're moving
It's
too
the only
fast.
CLS I
Or
got.
it's
So when I first joined the server, I hadn't unmuted myself on TeamSpeak, so I was like standing here shouting at people, and I was seeing them talking and everything. Like, move me!
if I'm
Why
yelling
can't
at
I
the back,
hear
they won't be able
anyone?
to hear me.
Everybody's just pretending you're not there. They're all giving you the silent treatment.
Everyone's in agreement just to
little.
ignore
Your
one
pouch is
person.
quite large.
Oh god.
Oh, you'd be like, I'm unmuted. What's wrong?
That's where the pity comes
I
in.
kind of do that
What, you
just
don't
all the
want
time when
friendly
somebody comes into my
competition?
channel
You
and
don't want to
starts talking.
pretend
I'll be
like
like, yeah, dude, I
Brandon's joining
can
with
see you
69?
keying up, but I can't hear you talking, and then half the time people in the channel will just go along with it.
Good.
That's
Why don't you
fucked.
head on into
That's
that
fucked
10
up.
hanger for me? Just use. I only need squad lead.
I know, I'm an awful person.
Next jump is. There's not even a name on the DZ, but it's. There's like 3 X's in a triangle. The southern, southeast part of the map, and it's right in the middle.
Where's your pilot at?
No?
That's because.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be GoPro? Or is where is GoPro?
Yeah, GoPro. Where's he at?
That's
Responsible
GoPro,
for getting the
169.
pilot.
I should have a mask on.
Ocelot's looking for you in front of the hangar.
No,
Oh, he's in the plane.
Perfect.
Why am I saying that on 169? Oh, because you're there too.
Hey, drop zone is there's like 3 triangles in the south, the 3X in the southeast part of the map forming a triangle. The drop zone's by there.
Sorry, I had to take a
Altitude is 1500 meters.
Is it DZ Spaghetti?
Pull is set to 700, boys. Pull is
What's
700.
funny and extremely ironic is
Minimum pull
his
height 700.
Martin Martin's left side of his helmet, his left side, it looks like an old prison uniform.
Like east side of the map.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
That is completely on accident and incredibly ironic.
That is a really big coincidence.
It looks cool.
In front, you're like, oh, cool, it's American flag. And then you look out on the right, and you're like, what the fuck?
This dude's a hard ass, man. He's been to prison.
Got teardrop tattoo and everything.
Man, I killed someone.
Ready to write what's that folk music? What is it? It's not country.
It's your words. Bluegrass?
What's that kind of folk music with, like, you have to go to jail to get that jail time to make it, your song's meaningful?
Gangster rap.
Yeah, Morty.
Awesome. I know what you're talking about.
Gangster rap is folk music, right?
Spare tire off the bottom of his truck, so
Folk music from the hood.
User in your channel timed out.
Wrong folks.
Could be 5 minutes, could be an hour.
User entered
Colin,
your
this one of the
channel.
helmets I was thinking if you could do some work on.
Do you want me to drop off?
Generic
Dick pic,
Arma
yo.
Combat Helmet Enhanced.
That's the helmet?
It is the generic Combat Helmet Enhanced.
It's the helmet you're wearing right now?
Yeah, unless there's another one I'm missing.
Dude, I can make that entire rail a different color. Just the rail. That would look sick. And all the attachments on it I can make different too. That's
User left your channel.
It's got all this extra shit on it, and I can all of those.
Oh, look who came crawling down.
It was the sand. It was this one, the light combat helmet, because this looks more
Oh, the fast
high
helmet.
speed.
User disconnected from your channel.
Looks like a fast helmet. That's what I like.
I gotta improve because it's a really, really low resolution picture. I think that's only 1K, and at Martin's helmet, 4K resolution.
This is just a generic Arma one.
It'll take me a minute. Yeah, alright, that'd be cool.
Here's some designs or some things I like.
What if they would?
Shitty one on your crotch for.
What if they'd be mad if I took the texture from SM's helmet?
Switch your rucksack.
Same helmet.
The one that'll be on your back. Switch them
User
again.
joined your channel.
Got it. Also, there's no sidearm, and the sight has three different
have my backpack on my back?
Reminds me, I need to talk to GoPro about the A10.
Got it.
Thank you.
And your glasses will get dirty, so if you got mud on your screen, take
What's
off
up?
the glasses, throw them in
What's
the
going on?
water, then put them back on, okay?
I am almost there.
Yeah.
What to do?
That's for
And a
fucking
piano?
smart people.
Yeah, somebody's been playing the piano
Gather around
tonight.
the flagpole. Do not go through the flagpole. Gather around the flagpole.
Route 8. Oh my god. Someone answer me. Do you have my parachute on my back?
User in your channel timed out.
Never mind.
Gregor.
Yeah.
Did you get my message?
User
in chat?
left your channel.
No. I had to go take a leak real quick. What's up?
Alright, gather around, fuckerino.
Yeah, I know how to use demo blocks.
Someone's still over there.
Alright.
We're gonna assume he's AFK if he's not here in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
User joined your channel.
Issues.
That one's coming. Alright, so here's the scoops.
Hey, they'll
We're all
they'll be
jumping
over there in a
into
minute.
Fucking diesel spaghetti. You're gonna break off and to do your own things. However, we have to maintain the element of surprise. So don't go fucking trigger no alarms. Don't go fucking popping off contact before you get to the town. Your squad leads have already been briefed. They can fill you in as we go. After we're done here, once you've cleared your shit, that's it. You're done. You're good to go. There's nothing after this. This is your 5th jump. It's a combat jump. You get to go kill shit. End on a high note, right? So I got some announcements
This is
that
the last
I
one.
forgot to do in the beginning. So we're gonna do them now, and some of them are gonna not really make sense because we've already covered it. But I'm saying them anyways.
The
'cause
map
I'll
has
probably
changed.
forget
Get
if
you
I don't
those.
do this in order. So first and foremost, you've already realized
Oh.
ESM's so if you don't have your shit together on Sunday,
They've already got your
Tuesday,
approach
that's a
lined up, too.
fucking full week.
Sweet.
I'm not waiting for you on Sunday. We are going to move without you. If you're still building a brand new kit because you haven't taken the time to get yourself sorted out beforehand, that's on you. Like, come on, man. There's plenty of fucking ways to get it done. Check Randy's forum post. He's got some basic ass shit. You can load those in on your own and then modify as you need. Super simple. Don't be silly. Don't wait until fucking Sunday to do it. Another note. There was a couple instances where bitches have the wrong thing. Inventory items, that is. We're not supposed to have silencers. We're just a regular infantry platoon. I ain't naming names. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. It's in the past. But just make sure you're not carrying those around. There was even an instance where someone didn't realize he had a silencer on. We are going to chuckle about that because that's fucking funny as shit. How do you not know you don't have a silencer? However, just make sure, sometimes you pick something up and then you accidentally save your kit or whatever. The same shit happens with your fucking earplugs, right? You put them in, then resave it. All of a sudden, you don't got fucking earplugs. So just double check your shit. There's no need for us to get in crap because we're carrying around the wrong things, right? The gun rules are still in play. Marksmen use M14s. The rest of us use M4s. If you're not over a staff sergeant, you're not supposed to have the fucking blocks and the mods. I have to say this because I have to say this. Personally, it's a fucking internet gun. They all do the same. They all shoot the same bullet. That's really what matters, because when you're getting resupplied, I don't need fucking 17 calibers coming in. The other announcement we covered again, TFAR rollback, no internet Interbird comms. We went over that. It's a thing. I told you I was going to forget the last one. There was a fourth. I don't know what the fuck it was. It's probably not. Oh, yeah.
Thursday?
Marksman shit. There's Thursday's Marksman.
User joined
We're
your
gonna get
channel.
up in the command chain and play around. Want to watch Overwatch them?
Needs to go there tomorrow and pass.
Head over
If
there
you
and
don't pass, you're not
I'll get the
eligible
board
to
ready.
take the fucking platoon marksman course unless you go and get it your own time. So Thursday's the first fucking scheduled one. If you can convince one of Ghosts to run you through it on a different day because tomorrow's no good, that's fine. Ask them politely, of course. It's both your time and theirs. They might be busy. However, it's a
lights
thing.
on the bird.
So hook up with them if you need it and you can't do tomorrow.
They're on.
Once
Okay.
you've
I don't know, my
got
nod's on.
that,
I couldn't see
you
it.
are now eligible because you've probably already been here for a while. The whole fucking rules, you got to be here in the platoon for a month plus your squad marksman qualification. I extra know I need to say this. You
now I'm having a
cannot,
seizure.
just because you have your marksman badge doesn't make you the marksman, right? You've got to talk to your squad lead. Maybe you already have one. You can't all be one, blah, blah, blah. I have to say that I said it. Once we start with the platoon marksman shit, it'll be a week at the end of the month, and you have to fucking earn it. I'm not going to let you pass just because you missed that one try, and I'm going to give you 17 more. That's not how that's going to run. You are basically trying to be the best in the platoon, so you're going to have to show it. I'm not going to just fucking give you a million chances. So you'll get all the information you need once we've got that sign up done and dealt with, and whoever actually wants in on that. I'm not going to go through all of it because I'm wasting most of your times, but those who are interested. Right? So tomorrow, important, attend. If you can't, hook up with Ghost. End of the month last week, so fucking the 23rd or whatever, you'll see the announcement. You can fucking contact me. We'll get you signed up, sorted out. Any questions as far as anything we've done today? Would you like a refresher before we fucking kick this off? Go over anything one more time if you missed it, if you fucking just didn't understand it and you were being really patient and polite and not saying anything. Now would be the time
Turn
to
it on
say
again?
something. I'm going to assume nobody has questions.
The issue is they only have the nods on, so they only cover the base
Shadow wants me
COs.
to announce the briefing
Light.
kit, which we already talked about, but
Do you have it
load
on?
in, you got a uniform,
Yeah,
you got
that's
your beret,
green light.
fucking form up.
That's
all
red
good.
light. I can't
You
see
don't need
shit.
to go into the thingy to load
can't
up
see
your
the light?
kit. It's not that we don't trust
Nope.
you, it's just, again,
Sit down.
smaller vest, smaller
Alright, let me try
backpack
that.
means we can carry less, but way more, so some of us have a hard
Okay,
time
I see a red light.
It's just a simple solution. Load in, form up, we're good.
Oh,
go,
that's too fucking cool.
Get the brief done. Then we
Oh,
fucking
it looks like a Christmas
head.
party in here.
It's just a streamlined thing, really. So you got that going for you, which is nice. Anybody else got anything to say before I fucking move on? Any questions, comments, concerns?
I love you, Walrus.
That's the coolest fucking
Alright,
thing.
Who the fucking foxtrot?
Alright, here they come.
But I'm right next to you, shithole.
Also, I take charge of this party.
Already on it.
I have no idea. Martin, check your kit. Did it issue you the altimeter watch?
Totally gave me the fucking micro dagger radio programmer for some reason.
Yeah, I have it.
See, it gave it to Martin.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Maybe it's because I died or something.
Hey, O'Connell, I'm gonna transfer you a kit. Tell me if it gives you the altimeter watch.
But I like my kit.
Well, you can keep your kit.
Whenever
you
you get
don't
your
have to
stuff
save
done,
this
Shovel,
one.
if
I
you
just
want to
wanna see
pilot
if
the
it gives you
Comanche
the
over
right
there,
watch.
I'll gun for you and head to a kilometer or two away from that DZ, and we're just gonna overwatch them during the mission.
Oh god, I can't see. Oh god. Oh god. Yes, I have altimeter watch.
See, it gave it to O'Connell. Why the fuck did it give you the micro?
User joined your channel.
You gave him the right kit?
Yeah, absolutely. Everything else on that kit is perfectly fine.
Huh.
No, it's not.
Alright, it's over.
Flapjack will shoot you in the back.
Hey, so I got a question. How retarded does night vision look on top of a boonie hat?
It seems how you have a mount, a rhino mount, just coming straight out of your forehead that's not actually attached to the hat.
Alright, so we are fully loaded, ready to go.
It's alright. So when you put the goggles down, the brim of the hat actually clips through the nods.
I don't have enough space to put a helmet in my backpack because that's what I used to do.
Ramp is coming up, doors are shutting.
But now that we don't have third person, I don't have to.
Alright, all doors shut, ramps closed, runways clear, good
I'm
to
going
go.
over to the Comanche. I think it put me in the pilot seat for some reason.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Pause brake, gear, flaps. Shibble dooble. Oh, you're over in the Comanche. Okay, never mind.
I am indeed.
What is the jump altitude? 1500?
1000.
1000.
Oh shit. I got to reprogram my long range.
Nice.
Yeah, let's try to get the benefit of the depth this time. Let's see if we can hold the 250. You got it.
The cost
Mohawk.
Yeah, the passengers are asking where the fucking peanuts are at.
Base traffic be advised. Mohawk is taking off direct to north.
You got me on 592 since they've been using 169 for this jump. Got a plane in front of us.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah. Once I get beyond a certain point, I lose all control. Okay. That is
jumping the pallets. And let me see if it's an issue with your stuff or if it's that bird. I'll be right back. Let me see if this works. Yeah, it's something you got going on with your setup.
I'm guessing it's okay for you.
Yeah, I'm not having any issues. Yeah, I'm not having any issues whatsoever.
That's really weird.
Might be something with those halfway advanced flight controls you use. You ever just try to use the regular flight controls?
Yeah, I tried that the second time I took off, but it was being wonky. Maybe I'll disconnect from the server and come back and just try it with nothing but standard.
Alright, I'll move the Comanche over near the hangar so when you come back.
User left your channel.
Goliath on approach for runway 36. Goliath turn off bound for runway 36. Goliath on final for runway 36.
User joined your channel.
Goliath, touchdown, runway 36.
Fucking money. Good job, dude. It's good. Perfect landing. Thank you. I was in Zeus, didn't even know you fucking landed, man.
Goliath, clear runway 36, going offline.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
Can you not get in? If you're talking shibbles, you're not saying anything. I think your mic's muted.
God damn it, it is. I was trying to get in and it wouldn't work until you hopped out. I was wondering if maybe I needed to be pardoned. Some odd reason. Or maybe if you needed to be pardoned.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
Yeah, you keep switching between red and green now that I'm looking at your little hexagon.
It's weird. Hold on.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Alright, should be on blue 4. When I get in, I'll try getting in. Yep, I'm in.
Okay.
Alright.
Hopefully this...
Can you hear me on 169? There's Shibble.
Yep, I got you.
So we'll go down to where, stay a kilometer and a half off from where they're at down there and just kind of overwatch their objectives. Still seems like you're... Are you at full collective right now?
Yep, full collective.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what you got going on with your collective. Try jumping in that Reaper on the other side of the hangar and see if you have a collective issue with it.
Yeah, because that's really weird. I seem to be able to fly it now. It just does not want to climb after a certain point.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems with climbing. It's like this, I don't know, I still think you got something going on with sensitivity.
It's almost like my throttle is only registering to a certain point, and then it cuts off and just doesn't want to climb any higher.
Because if you go into your controls and then the controllers and click on the one and then go to, I think, like customize or something like that, you'll see the sensitivity levels. Like I have mine for the actual throttle set all the way down.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say this still feels wrong. It feels like I'm climbing way too slow for how light this bird is.
When you land there, take a look at that. If you hit escape and go to your configure and go to controls and go over into the tab for controllers where you see your flight stick and your throttle. Go to your click on your throttle, and then at the bottom you click on customize. You'll see the sensitivity levels. You can actually move the throttle up and down and see which one actually is the one for that sensitivity. Maybe try putting that down and see if that feels any better. I don't know why all of a sudden it would be messed up for you, but that's the only thing I can think of. What throttle do you use?
It's the TWCS Thrustmaster throttle. It comes with a T16000.
Okay, yeah, that's the same throttle I use. I don't use the 1600M. I have the Logitech Extreme 3D Pro, but that's the throttle I have. And I have my sensitivity set all the way down, I think, except for maybe one little sliver of that bar is showing.
User joined your channel.
Does that feel any better for you? If that's you trying to talk shit, was I hear the mic keying up, but I don't hear anybody talking.
Yeah, I was able to climb pretty high that time. My mic keeps getting muted. My elbow keeps brushing across it.
Nice. Yeah, don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know. Maybe once you land, come back over here and see if it feels any different for you in this helicopter. I'd rather work out these issues now than on Sunday.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, that feels tremendously better after coming over here to land. And it's not wanting to let me in the bird again.
User joined your channel.
Alright, let me check
User in
myself.
your channel timed out.
Alright, try now. Let me just get out here. Now you can try getting in. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Alright, I'm in.
I would also like to know why it keeps auto-starting the engine when I hop in. That is really strange.
That I don't know.
Yeah, this looks like it's way better.
Cool.
Yeah, before the little triangle on the climb ladder on the right-hand side of the UI wouldn't go above like the first or second tick line. Above the middle, I mean.
Well, hopefully that solves it for you. Your lights are still on. I had them on at the airfield. You should just have to hit L.
Yeah, I'm definitely not having any problems climbing now.
Cool. Yeah, if you just want to head over to where the infantry is. Kind of stay a kilometer or so away from them. Just do some spotting and see what they're up to. Your lights are still on as well. There you go.
Not even sure when those got turned on.
I turned them on. I had them on when I was flying around the runway.
Now that I am off the flag to look at a
issue.
Like the fucking airframe rolling over and exploding immediately.
Yeah, that kind of issue. With this aircraft, we'll have a ceiling no more than 500 meters.
Copy.
I can't hear you on direct speech. I can hear you talking, but I can't understand you.
I was just commenting on how fast this thing climbed.
Yeah, it can climb quick. It looks like all three Sabres have gone to all three objectives. They're still fighting the enemy over there, but so it doesn't matter which one we go look at. There's somebody at all of them. Yeah, objectives Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Yeah, we're closest to Charlie. If you want to start slowing your speed up here, take a look at some things, because I see gunfire. Yeah, I can see infantry in the town. There's some standing alongside the road. 1,100 meters. Bearing 14 degrees. Subjective Alpha. Alright, a town north of all this. Izvor? Something like that?
I think I see it.
IZVOR. I want to place some stuff down there. Just don't go there just yet, but I'm just telling you where it's going to be.
Copy that.
Готов действовать. Выдвигаюсь на позицию. En madame. En madame. Hazırım.
Okay, I've got it set up. I think you're going the wrong direction. Yeah.
So I am.
Number, and I was like, 4.2, 4.3, 4. I was like, oh, we're going the wrong way. What you want to try to do, get a couple kilometers out, maybe a kilometer and a half, and then try to hold a hover for me. I'll take a look at that, 'cause it's a lot easier to fire that gun when you're stable instead of just moving around.
Will do.
side to the right, I do see a squad of infantry laying down in the burn. Alright, yeah, if you want to hold what you got there. They're behind trees now. Slide a little bit to the left. They went behind some trees. Just a little bit more. Alright, right there.
User left your channel. Should be down. See another group that was off to the left. If you want to come on to look at the other side of the town, so if you want to move to the left, just keep your nose facing that town. We'll see what I see here. Alright, there's another set of infantry. Shot at. I know I hit it, but it moved on the roadway, out of sight. It's moving down the road. It stopped, but it's kind of in behind a building. I think I may have hit it. Bastard. He's in that town somewhere in between the buildings. Just keep circling around. We'll spot him. It's in one here. Some infantry, but I'm not worried about them just yet. We'll find this BMP. User left your channel. User joined your channel.
see. I'm gonna see the rear tracks out and just keep circling around for a moment. Going. Line up for a nice clear shot here. Alright, if you want to hold what you got in the hover here. Should have had a bad day right there.
Just about to say, I think I heard a secondary.
Let me take a look at Zeus, see if they're all, unless there's maybe just one little straggler. There's a couple guys. Okay, they're starting to come into view.
User joined your channel.
Sorry about that. Got going a little bit too fast.
That's all good. Alright, now I think everything's down. Let's take a look. One lone straggler just crawling down the roadway.
Poor guy.
Direct hit. He's down. Everybody's
very nice.
Target's destroyed. Well, we demolished one building and a quarter of another one. A little collateral damage.
Could have been worse.
The one building was right next to where the BMP was. Yeah, it could be much worse. I don't have anything else, so if you want to just take us back to the airfield, it's cool with me.
Alright, sounds good.
time to land, don't forget your gear.
Yep.
I don't know about you, this Comanche's fun as shit, that gun. I don't know how you feel flying it.
It's honestly not as bad as I thought it would be. It's got a really light touch.
User left your channel.
So light, in fact, I got distracted trying to maximize speed with climb, or descent rate rather. Almost flew us right off the map.
Yes, thing can move.
User joined your channel.
Base traffic, be advised, Mohawk is coming in direct to pad.
That's not 5-9.
Did you say that on 592 or 59?
He said it on 169.
Good job,
this is
Shells.
169,
Dun, dun, dun.
Actually, this is 5-9, asshole. Nice try.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
You do have some infantry off to the left over there. You're good back here.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure where to put it, and I'm pretty sure I did call out on 5-9, just wrong.
I heard it, but I don't know what channel it was on.
I actually had to change from 592 to 59 to make the call.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
We went.
User left your channel.
We went and had some fun in the Comanche.
Yeah, it sounded like you guys were doing some work out there. How's it go?
Dude, I fucking love that thing.
Oh.
Shit is a blast to fucking
In
gun.
the right lighting settings, Archie's purple looks like Martin's blue.
Yeah.
Hey, the sun's finally coming
I
out.
thought they were wearing the same helmet there for a second.
My stripe's bigger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want one that
User
says
was moved out of your
retired
channel.
across my forehead. Nothing else.
Do you guys want to work on doing like actual fire missions with the Comanche real quick with a JTAC, or are we all just done for the evening?
User left your channel.
I'll stick around if somebody wants to pilot it. I don't care. Here, Shibble, you and Monster want to get up in that thing and fly it around?
I actually probably need to go see about dinner.
Okay.
Food is important.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my corpse.
User left your channel.
Clean that up real quick.
I was about to say the helmet kind of gives it away there, but
Oh shit, I can't. Can't do anything to my own corpse.
What objects is Zeus?
User left your channel.
Already on it, buddy.
Okay, just saying.
I mean, you can always throw it in the body bag. Body
tried.
bags fix everything.
I
What the
tried
hell
to
is
put it.
this? Okay.
I had to put it in the body bag. It wouldn't let me.
Whenever it
Okay.
does the little arsenal symbol like that, it's just a gun or a weapon or something.
No, it said ground.
Yeah, but it'll say ground, but it's the gun
Gotcha.
or the weapon.
Who
that's
the
on ground.
fuck?
Are you
I can do
building a
drugs
fucking?
myself, thank you.
Oh, okay. I mean, hang on. I've player punishment.
It's Zach.
Do push-ups.
And goddammit, there's no bodies of water that I can teleport him to here.
Nope.
There was a lake.
User
I could've
left your
sworn there was
channel.
a lake.
There's no
Where's
lake.
the lake?
There is no lake.
There is no lake. They changed
Show
this
me the
map.
fucking lake. That's
This
what I
map
thought.
used to have a lake, I swear.
Suck my ass.
How fucking much longer
How do I
is
teleport
S1
him into
gonna
the sky?
be?
Hold
You'd have
Alt.
to drag the teleport thing into the sky. You gotta be real quick about it.
Interesting.
At least that's the old way to do it. I don't know if that still works or not.
Or you could just make him run through a seer course.
Shadow is being really mean to S1.
User was moved to your channel.
He just threw another fire
Alright, I
team at
figured
them.
it out.
Back.
And the enemies are all moving on them.
What? It gave him a parachute?
Rip.
I'm upset. Yeah, if you click and place it and then you just cancel the teleport, you can then drag the module up into the sky and then double click it and then teleport someone to it.
I can't tell whether this is ASR making them move like this or whether this is Shadow. It looks like Shadow.
I'll be right back.
Because ASR usually has
I
them like
believe this
far
is called
flung.
hazing. That was.
I'll show you hazing here in a second. You don't want to see how I haze with Zeus.
I could run him through
Alright, stay still.
a flapjack version of a seer course.
Let's see what's.
Go into the wild with
Okay,
nothing
that
on
makes
you,
sense.
make it back to base. Good job.
At least give me a GPS and I'll be fine.
Okay, I'm back.
You get a map
Welcome
and map
back.
tools.
Dude,
I wouldn't even give him that.
give him a map. You gotta figure
Give
out where
him-
he's at.
Give him map and map
'Cause-
tools. That's it. And his uniform.
Oh,
That's
wait.
it.
Okay. I suppose
No,
map and map
no.
tools would work because we
No,
don't
no,
have personal work, or we don't have waypoint on.
I'm fine, you know.
Although, technically speaking, he could just open
Labs,
up
do
the
you
map,
remember,
do shift click, and then boom, there's a waypoint to wherever the fuck he wants to go.
Labs, do you remember Rask, where you had to figure out where to go on your own?
Mac's coming
What?
back on so he can gun in the Comanche.
Do you remember my land nav trainings, Modzer?
Yes, I do.
I taught good land nav trainings. People didn't
Wait,
forget
did
their
somebody
shit
die?
after I was done.
That's why I passed.
That would be Wolf that died.
That's why I passed Rask too.
Unless you're welcome. Unless you're
Yeah.
Obi.
I took an RPG
Unless you're
to
Obi,
the
then you take my
face
land nav like
and
6 times and still
bled
don't
out.
pass.
Still don't pass,
They
yeah.
couldn't bandage me fast
God, him.
enough.
Dude, it took me, on his basic training, it took me 3 hours to teach him how to use map tools.
Oh my god.
But he knows how to use them now. He
Hey,
knows how
Mott.
to use them.
Hey, Monster, McKinnon's getting on to be your gunner for in the Comanche.
After 3 hours of me yelling at him.
Okay. What are we doing the Comanche for?
Doing
User
some
left your
gunning,
channel.
flying around with a JTAC, calling out targets.
Okay.
So he's
Can you
on
give
his
me a
way
cool
back. He just
loadout?
got done eating.
How does Zeus work? Like, hey, I
Who's
want to
Zeus?
get on and do a mission.
It's
Do I
magic.
have to ask permission from someone, or what? Was that process?
It's got to be promoted to Zeus.
Yeah, you would have to get promoted to Zeus through.
You have to be cool.
It can be done in game. Like I did it for Alien when he ran his up the other night.
Yeah, like if
What,
you're
does the slot not give you Zeus? Do they not have that set up?
Is it permanent, or is it just while
It's
you're
not
on?
a Zeus slot. It's
just when you're on, like I can promote you to Zeus like here, but then when you disconnect, you lose it.
Oh, okay, cool.
But like
That's
myself,
even worse.
Archie, and like the frontline leaders, they all have Zeus. Like I guess there's something with my player UID in the server.
I think they have it set up.
So anytime like on the AIT and training servers, like I automatically have it.
If I don't join on my Warden 6
Right.
slot, then
Now,
maybe
how would one
maybe I
go
just need to respawn and,
about?
Well, no.
Like, are
yours
you
is
able to
bound
just
by,
set up an event on the
UID.
calendar,
Anybody,
or do you have to
anybody
go
who is set
to
to
certain
have
someone and be like,
Zeus
"Hey, I want to have a Zeus
in-
mission this day," and
or on
yada,
a
yada.
regular basis, is set up by UID.
Well, it'd have to go
But it used to
through
be
Archie. It'd be
that we
your
had
first
a
point of
couple
contact with it,
disabled
and he'd probably
slots
pass it
that
up to
people were
infantry
doing mini
command
ops all the
to get
time.
other people on it.
And if it was using a 69th template,
And then they
it would
post
be
things on the
mission
website
team
that
slots
they're
or
gonna have it.
variations.
They'll put it on the calendar and shit like that.
okay, so I do need to run it up the chain.
And I thought
Yeah.
that since Shadow was in Saracen 6, that they set
good.
that up for mission team shit. Either that or Shadow just really wants a fancy fucking slot.
yeah, they probably that.
The weird thing is, they say he's on mission team, but I still see rotary tags on him.
Nobody's told me he's not in Rotary.
Yeah, and if they move him out of Rotary without telling Martin, I'll probably just shit all over everything.
Well, you have fun having that conversation with Brock, because Brock's the one that told me that he was fucking mission team.
I'm fine with him being mission team, but you
I know
just
he's
gotta
server team, too.
just gotta let me know. That's all.
But considering he's been Zeusing the past 4 ops and supposedly built 2 out of 4 of them.
Then they need to officially transfer him. And in doing so... Well, no, I mean, it shouldn't even work like that. Because
I mean,
he needs
technically
to ask.
speaking, yeah, I was about to say, technically speaking, Martin could tell him get his ass in a helicopter and he has to do it.
Okay, if you want me to, you just want me to message Stark right now? I'll just ask him.
Yeah, just send Throck a message.
All right.
Instead of just all sitting around here bitching about it collectively.
But I enjoy bitching collectively.
Or we could just keep bitching
Look at my
collectively.
baby making an executive decision. Yellow chain?
Yeah, that's
Red
all I'm for
chain.
you.
Okay, no chain.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I never got it.
Oh, me neither.
Well, fuck y'all.
I'm
It's
good,
just a
man.
bitch.
Who knows, maybe I'm having packet loss again.
Sucks.
The double-edged sword of lately is I've actually had enough time in ops to where I can moderate a stream on the side.
Oh, y'all motherfuckers are still out there.
Alright, message
Yeah,
sent.
Saber 1's still out there because they're slow as fuck and took a casualty.
Hey, you realize we're right
they
here,
literally just spawned in
Yeah,
here,
fuck
you
off.
dumbass.
Hi.
Yo, dog.
Don't need
Okay,
We get a Zeus
you
seal.
guys have
That
my
team disconnected.
full... Actually, you know what? You don't even need my
Hello,
permission
Shadow.
to shoot him.
I mean,
Can you shoot him with a rocket launcher?
No!
No!
Maybe, well, let me
I
tell
was
you what
gonna
you
say
fucking
that I still
cactus.
have the old face
Hold on,
anyway
O'Connell,
because
I
you're
got
all
something to
awesome
do.
people. Uh-oh.
There's official business that needs to happen.
It's been a long time coming.
See, teleport players.
Wait.
You know what's funny, though, is
What do you
I
mean
could just
players?
throw Archie right
I want no
back.
part of this.
User joined your channel.
Where is he? There he is.
Where
No!
are you?
Morty,
Here comes.
you have to follow me.
Oh. Jack gonna see him? Jack gonna see him? Jack sees him. Get him, Jack. Come on, Jack.
Jack sees who?
My
Where
dog's
is he?
name is... Oh, he got him!
Fuck. I
Healed
almost went to
himself.
Arsenal and got people face to take him up.
I don't know what's happening here.
Oh.
No. Back in, bring him
I'm
back.
coming.
Okay. Now, they're not on base. What the fuck is he doing?
I'm gonna have to shotgun some folks.
Don't the SOP, like, doesn't that cover the entire server and not just base?
No, I'm pretty sure it specifically said when you're on base.
That was
take that as an
that was
apology.
awesome.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we were off base. It's fine.
See?
That was weird.
See, everything's fine.
We
You're
were
welcome.
also more than
I hope you
we were
enjoy
more
it.
than we were more than 300 meters away from the perimeter, or 300 feet away from the perimeter.
Okay, well,
in
here,
base
actually, you know what? In order
O'Connell,
to
I just
make
wanna
it,
say
in order to make it okay, hold on,
It wasn't my
Jack,
fault that Wolf
O'Connell.
went AFK. Gossler was AFK for half.
Quiet,
User
quiet,
left
quiet.
your channel.
Jack, O'Connell, what did you learn from this experience?
Mortars are fucking awesome.
Jack?
O'Connell's secretly invincible.
See? It was educational.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always
User disconnected from your channel.
What were you guys doing? Launching mortars
No,
at each other?
O'Connell was talking shit, so I teleported him out into the middle of the field.
Hey,
and
guys.
Jack hit him with an M136.
Mac has a
Please,
shotgun. Oh
last
god.
one of you. Last
What,
one
Shadow?
of you disconnect. Last one of you just vote restart. Last one of you disconnect.
Oh, that's right, we can
Did
do
you
that
actually
now.
fucking
Everybody
fix
thank
that
Shadow.
Oh no.
Take only one guy to restart, so don't do it now.
User left your channel. User left your
Archie.
channel.
You want to see my new XML?
You don't need me to become the admin.
He is now an admin. Why you vote admin, Mozo?
Well, oh, hey, cool. Log in as admin.
Felt like it.
Well, time to delete the server. Lol.
You can't do that from in-game.
Did my
Nice
kit.
try. You forget, we used to give the admin fucking password for the public servers to sergeants.
User left your
Archie
channel.
changes his name to Blur in TeamSpeak.
I mean, you still couldn't do anything.
Taco's head
Doesn't give you
explodes.
fucking perms. If anything, it'll probably
No,
get
but
you
it was
banned by
fancy.
Yeah, I
fucking
know, right?
Taco.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind running around with a Kar-98. That would be fun.
Archie, I sent you a TeamSpeak message.
The reason why I'm thinking
That
of
answered that
by the way,
question.
too, is that whenever someone's actually close range, you shoot them with double act butt, it goes through their plates and destroys every internal organ they have.
That's because RHS
Whoa!
doesn't know how to
That was a
shotgun.
bunny hop.
What are you
User left
talking
your
about?
channel.
If the double act buck
Oh,
went through
that's
the plate, it
bullshit.
would destroy everything.
Double up buck
Steel
won't go
plate?
through.
I know,
Won't go
won't go
through a
through a
steel
plate.
plate.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It'll hurt like hell.
Yeah, you'll get the kinetic fucking damage from it, but you won't get the fucking.
Some of your organs will probably rush you from the straight kinetic shock if you're close enough.
Exactly.
If you
it
don't
won't
drink
go
enough
through.
milk, you'll shatter your fucking ribcage.
I don't think it matters if you drink enough milk, because a 5.56 hitting a plate can end up breaking one of your ribs, can it?
Like a rib. If it hits in the right place, and if you don't have soft armor behind your hard armor.
Well, usually don't you just have a plate with the Spalling liner on it?
It depends. Different people do different things.
My
I know
SWAT,
a lot
my
of
SWAT
people that
vest, I
run-
have ceramic plates, and then I have my old expired ballistic vest, soft armor in behind it.
Yeah.
One of my friends is an airsofter, and he got legitimately like steel plates for his arm, for his chest
Fucking
carrier.
hate people that do that.
I wore it. I had to wear it because it was the only one that would fit me. Oh my god.
I always just fucking cut out cardboard replicas for that shit and stuffed it inside of plate carriers for
See,
that.
personally, I would like something heavier than cardboard, but I wouldn't get a full-blown steel plate.
Yeah,
I'd
I mean,
get,
there's.
like, maybe put
I
some,
know
like,
people that
aluminum in it.
do. I know people that do paper, cardboard, foam.
I think foam would be the best,
Somebody got
just to get that
somebody got a
form.
thing called a training plate, which was basically just a wooden armor replica with a block of steel in the center to replicate the weight.
Yeah, see, I'd want something like that where it gives you the actual, like, look and feel of it, but I wouldn't get a proper steel plate, dear God.
We were restarting the server.
Unless I'm
person
actually
on
thinking
is-
of going and killing stuff, then I'll wear a steel plate.
Last person on is why?
Yeah. When I used to do my security job, we wore steel plate with a light ballistic under it.
Alright, what are we doing?
You gonna put some targets out there for McConnell?
Yeah, I'll fucking go run a shooting thing in the bob. Let's see here. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go?
We got a pilot and a gunner here. I refilled it up with fuel and ammo already.
I hate this map for the pure fact that it's light rolling hills. There is no actual hill anywhere. It's just light rolling hills.
If you're gonna hide, you gotta hide behind trees. That's as far as it goes.
There are plenty of trees to hide behind.
Oh, there's plenty of trees to hide behind.
Ooh, that was a good one.
I mean, fuck, for all I care, they can just make the Apache sit like 2 kilometers away to where the point of accuracy has to be higher than McKinnon level.
I threw this map with the old 17 BCT presets up on my personal server, and yeah, you wanna really fuck with aircraft, put ZUs on a tree line.
We already told them to do that instead of calling us
You don't
overpowered.
fucking see him on this map, man.
Yeah, you can't. I was up in a fucking A10 yesterday flying around. There were some technicals and some patches of woodland, and I only saw 1 out of 5 before they started moving.
I was flying around in a Reaper. I was flying around in a Reaper and then in Zeus. Where I placed those, I have screenshots. Like, unless you get within about 300 meters, you can't fucking see those ZUs.
Yeah, we're only going to be 400 to 500 meters in the air now with attack choppers, so we're going to be close.
I just wish they would use more ZSUs and less man pads.
That's what Stalin told me to start using, because we can't pick it up on radar.
I was just like, throw down some
not
ZU
ZSUs,
turrets.
ZUs.
Yeah, throw down some ZU cannons, some fucking Zeus cannons, throw down some fucking Shilkas. Shilkas would be more for the fixed wing dudes. ZU cannons would be more for you guys, because they will fuck with you heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I would say put like...
That's what I did on Clafcan whenever Taco finally had his breaking point, was like, okay, make it fucking hard as shit. Quit with this realism shit. I'm like, oh, okay.
Like
but
me personally,
had ZU cannons in tall grass.
Like I'd be putting the ZSUs, and I would be putting like a lot of them, but like putting their skill down, so like they still fire at you. If you loiter around that area, they're gonna fuck you up. But like you get some shots from them, so it like keeps you out of that area. If they want to keep you out of an area, just use them.
Skill on accuracy down.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Arsenal.
One of my other favorite things to do to fuck with the infantry to the point where you guys couldn't even help them is put mortars in tall grass. That's my favorite thing to do. Yeah. But then every time I did that, people started calling Zeus mortars. I'm like, look, I have the fucking stream to prove it, you nerd.
Yeah, but some people would go in Zeus and mortar us and laugh at us whenever they kill the entire squad.
That would be... I'm not going to mention names.
I had a conversation with Rog. There was a miscommunication, probably on Shadow's part. But it won't happen again. No. And later the conversation turned into dick jokes, so...
That's fine. It's not a problem to me. I just want to know either way.
No, I agree. Like, I recognize the need for the Switch, and I told Throck this, because his skill set is obviously more geared towards that, even though his Fragos could use a little work.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized, though?
What?
He basically has server admin again, because the mission team tag had server admin copied. Which means keep your eyes open for fuckery in the TeamSpeak.
Dude, I've told him, like, flat out 1,000 times, and he needs to stop doing other people's jobs. Like, the other day, I told him it's not your place to assign PFC to a private for their promotion. Like, let their line leader do that.
I mean, I did that because I was the one updating all that on the website most of the time, but now that squad leaders are actually updating their own shit, I don't touch that fuck anymore.
Exactly. Like, that's why. It's happening now, and it's a good thing.
Makes me happy.
Also, why are we all just standing here on the server like it's a fucking chat room?
Because it is a chat room. It's a locked chat room that we can't hear things, and people can't hear us in.
Where do you want them to fly towards?
That's a valid point. Archie, my rank on the slot is LT. Make me an LT.
Mac just wants to be an officer so bad.
I don't even know what rank I am on the slot. I don't have a rank above my own head.
talking. 3 bars here, Sergeant.
Nice. That's about accurate. Oh, Jesus.
Yes, good job. LT for
I got him.
Oh, there's Mac.
See, I can do it
Okay.
without taking the hanger down now. I got
I'm
smart.
trying to find a valid place to do fire missions at, but
Yeah, you
it's,
could
like,
do
I'm gonna
suppressive
have to
fire.
do a lot of danger close.
Put it right
shit.
underneath him and it would shoot him.
Admin abuse.
Hi, Mac.
Ooh, I found the place.
I remember one
found
time on the
place.
server,
Okay.
fucking Josh was going around like lobbing artillery around on the airfield, and he was standing here laughing about it. So I dropped a 230mm rocket barrage on top of the hangar with him in it, and leveled the fucking terminal, the hangar, blew up like half the fucking assets in the area.
Wasn't
and-
that the day that fucking Simmons had an aneurysm?
Oh god, that was Simmons. That's right. It wasn't Josh. Fucking Simmons ran up because he was the one doing all that shit. He was being all kinds of fucking disruptive to everything. So I blew his ass the fuck up, and he came over like, "Who the fuck did that?" And I stood up and I was like, "It was me. I fucking did it, and I'll tell you exactly why I did it." And I just read him the fucking riot act, and as soon as I was done, I restarted the mission.
I love and hate Simmons at the same fucking time. He's a
Kinda
cool
cocky
dude,
attitude there.
but he takes certain things way too seriously and certain things way too laxly.
He takes all the wrong things way too seriously, and he takes all the wrong things way too laxly. To put it more
Like
of a
laxatives?
finer point. Yeah, well, I mean, I wish he took a laxative, because maybe he'd spend less time in ops.
Oh, God. I mean, he hasn't been here for the past 3 weeks. Give the dude a break.
I can't say anything because I'm probably one of the
I
most
don't want to,
immature people we
because
have.
I want to punch him in the face every time I fucking... Oh, wow, my helmet really
I'm-
does kind of look like Martin's blue.
Yeah.
It's getting more purple as the day goes
Kind of
on.
glows. If you zoom out just the right distance, your entire helmet turns purple.
Told you to make it daytime and make it look better, but no.
It might just be a graphics setting on my
It is
side,
daytime.
but it is
Cute.
daytime. Hang on, you want it to be fucking noon? Let's
Here, hold on, I got it.
fucking make this shit fucking noon. It's 4 in the morning. Let's make it
And
fucking
God said, "Let there be light
12.
on the seventh day."
Boom, it's fucking noon. Let me guess, next thing you're gonna say is it's too fucking cloudly. Let's make it fucking clear.
Hold on
Boom.
here, I got the weather.
No, I want some rain.
It's too
Comanche
sunny.
in the rain.
We need to be fishing in the dark.
Ah, the thunder. Ooh, hey, fog.
Oh, fuck you, this wow.
This map actually
Oh,
looks
that was
fucking awesome with fog.
Beautiful.
Honestly, our ops are slower with less things if we started using weather.
Well, the thing is,
Like
every
fog.
time we use weather,
My
people
God,
start
this
bitching
fog
about
is-
not being able to see.
Mostly the air wing.
I know.
Yeah, mostly the air wing.
You realize
But,
how
I mean,
impossible it is to fly in this weather? Like,
Hey, you know
literally,
what?
like, this is against all regulated. Like, no, we're grounded, sorry.
Well, then
It's-
we'll go run on the ground with
It's
trucks.
called
and stuff.
using your instruments
yeah.
to fly.
So this would be
That's
this would be a
grounded, it's
situation
grounded.
where they'd have to use
I could do it.
smoke
on.
to mark
Gunner's
literally
got
everything.
thermal. You don't need to know where you're going.
Because smoke will go through the fog and you can see the color from your fucking sky, and it's just like, okay, deploy munitions on smoke.
I don't believe you.
It's happened, oh god. Especially since we have that fucking smoke mod. You can see the smoke from way up fucking high.
We have a smoke
Oh,
mod?
fuck me, he's right.
Yeah, we've always had the smoke. Well, not always, but that thing that makes the smoke plume out
Yeah,
really
the higher
fucking
you
huge.
are in the fog, the less visible the fog actually is for some reason. That's how
Okay.
it
Also, helicopters have thermals and stuff on them, don't they not? I could see through the fog.
I mean,
The
yeah.
gun does in the Comanche. It's just regular and then
Yeah,
black
but
hot
the
and black
Warbirds
white.
and stuff too. If you have a co-pilot. Oh,
Oh
yeah.
god,
the
I
thing
don't
is,
think I
like,
can see.
Yeah, you need a
Jarvis through that.
co-pilot to look
The
for the
pilot doesn't
thermal.
have the ability to do that.
That's what instruments
Okay,
are for.
I'm gonna teleport out to marker training bullshit. If somebody wants to
Bonzer,
come out there with an attack
If
chopper,
there
I'll
was
be
a
on
fucking
595.
ILS system on this airfield, then I would use it. But there's not.
You could
that.
probably script this airfield or make a script that uses the
What, just
Freedom's
fucking,
ILS.
Just do autopilot, right?
Yeah, that too.
Autopilot.
But the
Oh.
Freedom has an ILS system on it, and if you
Well,
could
yeah, I mean, the
find a
Freedom
script
does.
that rips that to an airfield, that'd be fucking awesome.
I mean, it's not.
Alright, training
But-
bullshit is where you guys are going.
Yeah,
I mean, I
teleporting
guess
out there.
realistically, I don't know how it works in ARMA, but in real life, it's nothing particularly fancy. It's just lights with shrouds at them at certain angles.
If anybody wants to shoot
Yeah,
shit
you and
with me,
Mutzer.
Okay.
teleport out there.
Let's go, Matt.
Oh, what are we doing?
They're going to go fly to training bullshit.
What is O'Connell doing?
He's teleporting himself out there to JTAC. I'm just gonna watch here from Zeus.
Oh, okay.
And guess I'm gonna shoot the air traffic control tower.
User left your channel.
Heck of a copter.
Is there a way to look at some, like, in Zeus to be able to teleport to something in the map quickly? We actually have to fly out there.
My pilots died.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait for him. Yeah, let's see. Dial back the phone. Sarchi, is there a way to quickly go someplace in the map in Zeus, or do you actually have to fly all the way out there? Hit what button?
Holy shit, the fog from about 70 meters up is fucking beautiful.
Okay, everybody's talking at once on the radios. What button? You're gonna have to say that on short range. I can't hear you with the helicopter.
Middle mouse button, whenever you have your map open in Zeus, will teleport your camera to wherever you want to see it. At least that's the default setting.
Yep, that worked.
What?
Archie, can I just start running around with a 240 Bravo?
No.
Aww.
God damn it, I was just about to get some beautiful pictures of that fog.
Just
Can I go,
on Mutzer.
Sorry if I don't fly, try the F-22 with Mutzer gun.
Do it.
Yay.
Is Flapjack's just gonna come back, or is he just gonna stay retired?
I've asked him the same thing. He said if he's happy at the end of the week, quote unquote, he'll consider coming back.
Pilot or crew chief, do you say?
Pilot, probably. I'm gonna go remote control an AI and fuck with O'Connell.
Okay. I see he killed you.
Yep. I just spawned a fire team on him. As soon as he shoots, the other ones are all gonna react.
He's looking around at him.
Am I still reachable on 169?
Affirmative. About 2x5.
Do you need me to come back and pop that Comanche, or y'all got to fly?
If you want to, going back, because Monster's just sitting in the ready room. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it back in here or not.
Alright, I'll come back and pilot for you.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds like Monster's coming back now.
Alright, I'll just fly around to the Little Bird, because I like flying around. I need practice.
I see Mac must not have landed it. Did you crash it?
No, purposely.
Oh.
Did my jet almost hit him or something?
I don't think so. I saw it go flying over here, and then I just saw where he died.
It sideways and ejected. Yeah, I was trying to see if I could do the what do you call it, shockwave. Did it do it?
Oh, I heard it.
Please stop.
What the hell is going on in the radio? Denied.
You guys go see me die.
Yes.
User joined your channel.
I see. I'm just putting in my whole.
Not anymore. They were. That's where they were training.
What back?
And instantly it just fucking crashes.
Now your battle, I went kaput.
How do I? Game just completely crashed altogether.
That not Ghost Talk. That Comanche wasn't edited through Ares, was it?
No, I didn't edit anything on it. It's just stock.
Yeah, I do that every time I load. Alright, let me in.
Channel edited. User left your channel. User joined your channel. Channel edited. User left your channel.
Oh my god, you people are slur.
Oh, you're just jealous.
So I gotta tell you, if we are fighting Russians on this map, I'm going to have fun finding green BTRs in a green forest.
I mean, we can do reconnaissance as well. We'll be able to see their engines on thermal running.
Yeah, that's if they're not stationary.
Yep, and Monster's having troubles with the Comanche. It seems every time he gets in, he crashes.
I'll come back and pilot him.
Got that.
Note to self, if Modzer crashes, you tried getting in the Comanche.
See, I had that issue the last time we tested, but I didn't have any issues today. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna be off comms, one mic, grabbing liquids and letting Doge out.
User joined your channel.
Wait, Mac, Comanche has cargo ropes?
Yep.
So you can bring supplies to me.
Seems like I can.
Nice!
Alright, we're coming in.
User left your channel.
Sound crappy.
No, never mind. I think Flapjack also. Yep. Okay. Well, now this is weird.
Is the Comanche fuck broken?
It doesn't make sense because it's vanilla. You didn't think it would be, but yeah, apparently it is.
Is that the same one that you guys had earlier? Let me try putting down a new one.
That's the same one we had.
Yeah, go ahead and hop out of it real quick, Max, so that I can delete it, and I'll put down a new one.
Yeah, the only thing I did was move it from the back of the hangar to where it was there. And then just move the bar back up for fuel and ammo.
Ace might have fucked with it a little bit, so that might be why people are crashing.
Get in the pilot seat there first, Mac, and see if it crashes you.
Oh my god, Mac, your XML. I can see it on the side of the fucking helicopter.
Yeah, I'm not crashing yet, so I'm going to take it off, fly down the runway, and I'll come back around.
And after Mac is out, Monty, you try getting in and seems to crash with you. Comanche might be like a weird bullshit where you can only have one person fly it. I don't know why that would happen, but this is Arma, so weird things happen for no reasons anyway, so...
Who knows when it comes to Arma sometimes.
And I swear to God, if people start bitching, well, we should have tested it. Well, it's not a mod, so you can fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, we're testing it already. We've tested it the last 3 or 4 days, and it's worked fine.
Yeah, we had that one issue one day where I think Alien and I were getting a crash with it.
Yeah, but that was only whenever we edited it in Zeus. Once we stopped doing that, it started working.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously there's something wrong with it or it wouldn't be doing this.
Those things used to be so fucking fun to fly on pub servers. This map was fucking beautiful with overcast and shit on it though.
Alright, Martin, I ejected from it by accident, so it's gonna be running once you get here.
If and when he gets there.
Oh, I see him queuing up Zeus, he's just going to TP himself to it.
You want to try it, Martin?
Yeah, sorry, Alien was sending me a message.
Martin, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so you didn't crash. Maybe it was just that one got bugged out after being around forever.
Who knows when it comes to Arma sometimes.
I mean, back whenever fucking patrol ops was a thing, I crashed every now and then just from loading a kit with an M4A1 in it. But again, that was back in RHS's whatever the fucking word is. I almost said infantry, but I know that's not the right fucking word. Infancy, there we go. Are they coming back, or do we just want to call it for the night?
Just call it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dip off the server then.
stuff blew up.
It's completely fine.
Alright.
Alright, I'm getting off here, taking the dogs out, feeding them. I'm gonna come back on and play just a little bit of Exile.
Channel switched.